Start recording, turn that on. Boom!
Hello, what's with the new interface?
It's not, I don't even know why that's happened. It's become all low res. I don't even know
it's
what's
like
going
children's
on.
mode.
I don't even know what's going on. What you mean the big, no, it's like John mode.
That's true, yeah. Everything's big when you need things bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining. I hope it does, oh god, it does look like that. What? Is it really low res? Let me see how it looks on yours. Does it look low res, guys? Or is it... When I saved it, it wasn't low res. Is it looking low res? It's like super low res.
Everything's low res. Look at your icons on your...
No, I know this is low res. I know this is low res. I just want to see... Camera's messed up.
Resolutions. We're like SD mode.
Oh my god.
Are we like massive, guys? We're like SD mode.
Video quality 720. If I go 720, no, it's fine. Pretending. Don't even pretend. It's got to go 720.
We're like SD mode.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It is the 22nd of June, 2018. It is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 75. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Australasia. What is going on, guys? How has your week been? Let us know in the comments what you should be doing instead of hanging out over here. Are you a Spyro fan? Because it is all about Spyro the Dragon, the Crystal Dragon today, the full reveal. Reservation period opening right after the stream closes. Let us know if that is you. And just to be clear, this is the first time, Chocks, there has been a reservation period for a Spyro item. So, for those that came and joined us with the OG Spyro, may not know about this new method. So we obviously need to let those guys know just to make sure they understand what is going on. Hey Alicia, you should be working right now. I like it. Oh, nice one, Law. Majora's Mask is finally coming. I like it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Georgia. She's 14. What kind of doggy did you have? Nice one, Chris. Appreciate the support. Hi, Michael Lai. Thanks for joining us. You must be a new person. Hopefully, you enjoy your time on the stream. What's up, Medeiros? Jamie Bailey. Oh, beautiful. I like it. I like it, like it. Scotty Thomas, you want to skip right to the end. You don't when you... Indeed. What's up, David? How's it going?
David.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Lynn. What's going on?
104.
Jake in the house. Oh, boom.
Alright, 3 winners for next week.
Absolutely.
3 winners for next week.
Chihuahua. Chihuahuas, obviously they're so chibi, right? Is 14 long for a Chihuahua, or is it normal? You know, my dog that passed away was 14, 15. She was a Jack Russell. Obviously it's a small one as well, but Chihuahuas are super chibi, so I have no idea how long, if that's old or not, whether or not that's, you know, something out of the ordinary. What was that, Celine? When you were having Lucy, did you try and stall a birth? Hey, Nana, say, haven't seen you around recently. Hope you're doing well. Working hard at uni, I hope. What's going on, Ronald? Hello there, Jean. Gianfranco Matteo Marante. Was I close? Kelly Demand, how's it going? Oh, hey Kelly, whereabouts in the UK are you from? I am originally from North London, a place called Watford.
Kelly what?
Kelly, she says, we got an Englishy accent. Both have an English...
Kelly what?
Englishy.
Kelly what?
Demand here.
Demand.
Demaid, I should say.
Is that your married surname? Like maiden name?
Hi, Bang.
I once fancied a girl called Kelly. Back in the day.
What famous Kellys are there?
Famous Kellys.
Yeah. Clarkson.
R. Kelly.
Oh, okay. Bang. The face ain't listening.
Oh, perfect. Like a new Venom trailer just now.
Oh, is it?
As soon as we go live.
All right, you watching it?
No, just got a notification.
So now let's say you've been doing some revision and stuff for stuff.
He's probably working on the next best.
So Kelly's from your neck of the woods.
It's probably like Nana says probably like sculpting the next best thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, he did a good job with his crash.
Where are you from, Kelly?
Warrington, but between Liverpool and Manchester. That's got to be near you.
No.
What? It's like north.
I'm north.
Between Liverpool and Manchester is kind of north, isn't it?
The
real R. Kelly. I'm the real R. Kelly. I like it, Robert. Whoa, I like it a lot.
I bet you get that a lot, don't you? Do you believe you can fly?
I like it. Yeah, so Kelly Brook, yeah, that's one as well.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
She's permanently in the States, right?
Hey, Tim. Yu-Gi-Oh or Yu-Gi-No? Let us know in the comments. Hey, Cara, it's going to be a bit of time. It's going to be in about 2 hours or so before we get right into the Spyro news. So there is still there is still some time before that.
Before what?
What did let's see what the law said.
Busy week.
Has been a busy week.
Been neglecting a lot of people lately.
Sorry? What?
I got tons and tons of PMs.
Have you?
Yeah. And tons of like CS questions on the main Facebook page. I feel sorry for those guys.
Why isn't Thingy Bob dealing with that?
It's busy, isn't it? Everyone's busy. You know, if
I've not had a chance to play For Honor today, this week.
You know?
No. Busy.
Yeah, busy with what?
Busy. Yeah, indeed.
Busy rocking some new shoes. Flip-flops, sorry.
Well, that's true. You bloody took it out.
What? Oh,
Bastian, you know you need to behave yourself. You know what I'm talking about. Because you're a Chinese what, Chocks?
I'm a Chinese.
Yeah, indeedy. So, what is going on, guys? It is time to kick it off. Notices, let's do it.
Right, you remembered now.
I did.
No skipping the notices.
No skipping.
No weekend reveal until the notices are done. Right, guys, Spyro fans, your adventure begins tonight. Boom. Crystal Dragon.
It is.
It's been a whole week worth of Crystal Dragon stuff, right? From last Friday, we did the kind of an article on our website, a blog. Hope you guys have been sharing that out, inviting all the other Spyro fans, because you know, this year something known as Spyro Reignited is happening, so it's kind of like a Spyro thing this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we did the Crash beforehand, and now we're doing the Spyro Crystal Dragon, which, you know, apparently a lot of members in the club wanted in the previous post that we did in the club a few months back. So yes, so tonight, this weekend, will be the reservation period for Spyro the Dragon, Crystal Dragon, and yeah, pre-order's going to start next Tuesday, but reservation this weekend. So that means you've got plenty of time on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to enjoy the stuff that we're going to show after the stream, or actually during the stream. We're going to go through with all the unveiling of the actual statue. Then we're going to do plenty of posting in the club and out the club with regards to documentaries, photos, and stick around for a hype video, guys. This time we've got a hype video for this launch, so hopefully you guys will be hyped for that. A lot of work have been going on behind the scenes this week, so yep, Crystal Dragon, Spyro fans, pretty much. And if you are if you purchase or pre-order the Spyro the Dragon, make sure you stick around during the stream. We've got something very special for you guys. It's a pretty big update for the guys that pre-ordered the Spyro, alright? But no, it's a big update. Yeah, it's true.
I would say it's a big update.
It's a big update.
Oh, okay,
I would say it's a big update. Yeah, it's a pretty big update. It's a lot of work.
Well, that's for sure.
There's a lot of work, so it's better than. Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't want to.
I just know that if I keep quiet, you can actually just reveal it straight away. Yeah.
No. I'm never gonna leak anything.
Hello, Adrian. Welcome back after 2 weeks sick leave. Hope you're feeling better.
Hello.
now you can enjoy the Friday Q&As with Chocks A.
All right. So that's Crystal Dragon Sparrow stuff in what? How long? 2.5 hours?
No more than 2 hours.
No more than 2 hours.
No more than 2 hours because we're gonna not do Who Dat this week.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're doubling up next week.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we always should do that.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Every time we do
a
a launch, we push that to next week for the Who Dat.
We double it up.
All right, cool. Right, guys, Solaire SD Dark Souls. You guys remember that?
Oh shit! I haven't done the numbers.
Solaire SD.
No, not Solaire SD.
I told you, man.
Oh no, you did.
Okay, let me get you a whiteboard.
Oh my god.
Guys, Solaire SD pre-orders are still open until July the 2nd. So, hope you guys support that line. Make sure if you want to start the Dark Souls PVC line, make sure you jump on the waitlist for the Artorias SD because chances of converting are pretty high for that one. So, if you really like Solaire and you're looking forward to the next one, Ornstein, make sure you start the Artorias SD.
Absolutely.
Have I given away something again?
No. I'm just.
Right, don't give me those looks.
No.
You do
I
that.
don't give you any looks. I'm just looking
for. And also we have the Sonic Boom 8 partnership from GNF as well. The pre-order is going to be open until July the 9th. So if you forgot the dates, don't worry. We will remind you every week and also update on the newsletter as well. And yeah. So pretty much that with regards to products wise. And the Guts, Berserk Guts, pre-orders are still ongoing. I believe Alex is going to do an update on that numbers wise.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright guys, so if you are waiting for some Berserk updates with regards to numbers, Alex is working on that right now. And he's also working on the Okami Shiranui numbers right now as well. Is John gonna be all right with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not looking at. Okay.
And then just a bit of.
All right.
Yeah, you cool with that?
John, are you cool with that?
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, cool.
I can't see anything. Yeah, that should be all right. Yeah.
All right. So we are going to announce. I'm going to come up with the Guts numbers. We're going to also let you guys know the Shiranui numbers. Let us know in the comments what you think those Shiranui numbers will be for the exclusive.
For the exclusive Shiranui, guys, if you are on the fence and you want to jump on the Okami Shiranui, make sure you jump on it now as well, because the earlier you jump on the wait list, the chances of converting are very high. Do not wait until a month before it's ready to ship out, because then your chances are going to be low. Alright, we've got some numbers incoming from Jake Mayer, 1700, Derek Baker, 400. Exclusive, come on, Derek. Chris Hildebrand, 1300. Andrew Gertzman, 450. Eric, we're not talking about the price, 375 USD. We're talking about the Shiranui numbers, edition sizes for the exclusive version. Brandon Restello with 1200. Philip Whirl, 1500. Jamie Hodge with 800X. Ooh, Jamie Bailey with that trillion number. Cassandra Bennington, 400. George Martin, 1150. Question mark. Kai Nanase, 1200. David with 1850. Ah, okay. Okay, interesting. Right, Scotty Thomas with 560. Chris Hart, 500. Wow, Matthew with a 2K.
Well, I can tell you this. Guts is approximately 630.
Currently, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let me just... And that's not the final number, guys, because like I said, right now, because of during the pre-order period, the numbers didn't pass 1,000, so we kind of just left the pre-orders open, and we are not going into production right now for Guts, so that's why the numbers are still going upwards until that day comes. So right now it's 630. I think last numbers was like 618 or something like that. Or 6, yeah. Yeah, so...
Is that what it says, yeah? Yeah.
We need to check the blog. Yeah. But, hopefully those numbers will keep going up as long as we keep on releasing
I'm just
anime.
looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means there's only been 8 in June, for example, right? So you can see that's, as I said, most of the time is you get the orders in the first week, and then after that, it's pretty much. Anyways, all right, here we go.
All right, Shiranui.
Starts with a 1.
That's right, Alex. I thought we were guessing for Shiranui. That's right. Keep on guessing for Shiranui.
Anything open?
Nothing's open.
Sounds kind of loud. That was loud.
A loud engine.
Okay. Let us say the numbers of Shiranui. Unbelievable, stunned, super surprised. 1.7. Thank you so much for the support. 1.7. Let's write that down and tell John because he keeps forgetting.
Okay. 1700, guys. Did you guess it right?
So I will tell that to John. Compose. Every time I do this, I'll do it. John. Shiranui X edition size.
Thanks for the support, guys. Hey, we would love to keep on continuing that line. Do let us know which character you're interested in, and hopefully when the old Kami life-size bus gets out in the market, and then with the PVC army going out, hopefully there'll be more retailer support for PVCs out there, so we can keep on growing that PVC line.
Joe, you offered me 5 last time, and now you've upped it to 268. Are you sure you want to do that?
Hey, what?
I'll buy the other 370 gut statues to make it over 1,000 if I get the OG mask. He offered me 5 Gs for the OG mask before, yeah.
Yeah.
He's now offering 268,000. Maybe I can let you have it for 370.
I'm sure you can afford it now because you've been busy on the buy and sell stuff.
Making way for babies.
Yeah,
which is
making
what
way
you need
for
to do.
babies.
So congratulations
yes.
on that, Joe.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
I see you already placed the nappies right next to, was it Majora's Mask? You posted a picture in the group, and I saw, the first thing I saw was like the baby nappies rather than the actual statues.
I like it. Cool. So, guys, thank you so much for the support on that. That is really, I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised about that.
Yeah, hopefully Chibi will do more. You guys remember that, right? Chibi?
There's Chibi. There's also Ami 1/4 to be coming again. That's going to be
PVC.
PVC's coming first, and at the later we'll be doing a 1/4 version of that. So Chibi as well. Talking about doing Oki Wolf. So the future for Kami is looking really great, guys. So thank you so much for the support on that. Okay, so we've done all the weekend reviews, etc. Sorry, the notices. Now the weekend review.
Yes, guys, they're next.
Right, so True for Midna will be the next edition size. We'll probably look to announce that next week. Okay, so next. So let's do a weekend review. Now, we are in the position now, finally, after how many years have we been doing this?
Don't say we are in the position right now, because it's not happened. I'd rather go, hey...
Well, we're in a position that we've never been in before.
We're in a position to look forward to this.
Yeah.
And then...
Whether or not it happens is a different one. But we're in a position to look forward to that. Whether or not we hit it, people want to know at least whether or not we hit it or not. That's a different conversation.
Okay.
But at least we seem to be in a position. It's really been difficult for us.
Yeah, that's more like it.
2 weeks to do a launch in terms of the other things that comes in. But, it's been pretty hard for this Crystal Dragon launch. The weekend review, Chocks hasn't even been in the club that much. He says he hasn't had a chance to look at his PMs and all that sort of stuff. And it's because there is so much that we have to do behind the scenes for a launch. And unfortunately, the 2 week period...
Oh, you drink... Oh, sorry.
What?
I noticed you're drinking a new type of tea.
Yeah.
Have you tried the ice cream? It's better.
Really?
Yeah, this ice cream is better. It's Hoji Cha.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's more like charcoal-y.
Yeah, it's hojicha.
Oh, I don't know what that
The ice cream is nice.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry guys, interrupting. That's breaking news.
I actually got this by mistake.
Uh-huh.
I bought it.
Oh, 'cause it looks like it.
No, yeah. I was in that section. I just sort of like went next to the big one.
Yeah.
I went for the small one. What the? Came back and what the hell? I was like, oh, it's all right actually.
It's actually alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and last week we had a day off on Monday.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was for Dragon Boat Festival. So this week we're day off for Monday. So it's Dragon Boat Festival, and Jeffrey was on holiday for the week previously, and we had a new member join the team. That's Ting. He joined last Wednesday, and we kind of like threw him in the deep end because Jeffrey wasn't there. So this whole week has been pretty difficult. Not only is Ting had to do learning curve, there was a holiday, all that sort of stuff. But we're finally in a position where if everything goes smoothly, and this is the point, we don't know yet because things haven't ever gone smoothly. But at least we kind of know what's going to be for the next 1 month of pre-orders. We've never really had that. When we told you before things are in the air and we're juggling it, that really has been the case. But now we seem to be pretty sure for the next month. And if we're sure like that, it means that the team can start preparing the marketing material. Now, if with the new addition of Ting joining, what used to take which used to take 2 weeks to do, 14 days, may now only take 10 days. And that means the remaining 4 days, we can use that to go towards the next launch. And to the point where we have a launch in hand. Meaning that if everybody was away for 2 weeks, we still had a product that we can launch in 2 weeks.
I would think the nicest way to say is like, we always try and aim for a 2 week period for per launch.
Right.
I would say every time we can shave off a day,
yes,
is a day gain for the next launch.
Exactly.
Right.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
So if we can do it 4 days gained in this next launch, that means we can apply that, and then hopefully within a month we have a day in hand.
And if there's any hiccups, like for example, we're waiting for a license or feedback, whatever it is, we have those
to slot it
gathered buffer time.
Exactly. So if we really can do that and then have 2 items, 3 items, 4 items in hand, that would be amazing.
It's like building up your chakra.
Yes, okay, on that note, Chocks, let's talk a little bit about scaring the shit out of Phil and Brenda.
What? Why?
Because this is the whole point. We talked about having the ability to have these launches in hand, and we actually got to the point where we were thinking so far ahead, we were thinking into August. Now that's still up in the air. The next month is pretty much certain, but we were trying to go, can we go even further, 2 months? We came up to the week of, so Gamescom, which we're going, is the 21st of August. Well, the Friday before, that's a Tuesday, and the Friday before, according to our schedule, would be the 17th, I believe it would have been, right?
Oh, hold on. Let's look at the calendar.
Into August.
August.
No, down one. Down
sorry,
one.
my bad. Yeah.
August is the 17th. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
August is the 17th.
Yeah. So the 17th is a Friday, which would be a reservation, right? Now, this is what we're still going to aim for, guys. So you need to be aware this is what's coming down the line. On the 17th, we plan to launch whatever it may be, if everything goes smoothly from now until then. Of course, things could really not go well. But if we launch something on the 17th of August, the 21st is a Tuesday, and as you guys know, it is normally it's a launch stream. It's a validation stream. Well,
hold on. I'm just thinking, if we're launching on that Friday Q&A, that means we got to fly over there on the 18th or 19th.
Something like that.
All right then.
Don't forget, they're behind us, so we arrive on the same day.
Oh yeah, okay. True that.
That's probably not enough time, is it? If we go on the Saturday,
yeah, let's say
we arrive on the 18th. What do we do for Vegas? Oh, so what do we do?
I wasn't there.
What do we do for not Vegas? What do we do for NYCC?
NYCC.
We arrived the day before the start of the setup. The day before the start of the setup.
Day before?
Yeah, of course we did.
No, we did the.
Yeah, 2 days before the start.
We did. Yeah, it's probably a day or two because the next day we did the Taki Live. Taki Live. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Remember that? Mm-hmm. The Taki live stream, our first live stream in US.
Yeah.
And then we went out for a burger that day.
Yeah.
And there was That was our fun day.
Yeah.
And then the next day was a setup
day. Okay, so go on then. Figure that out then. So if we leave, if the setup day it's a Monday.
I don't know when the setup day.
Must be the day beforehand.
Okay.
Assuming,
so
right?
So that means we've got to leave on the 18th or the 19th and arrive on that same day.
Yeah, on the 18th.
On the 18th or the 19th.
A chill out day on the 19th and a setup day on the 20th could just about work. So if we make the assumption that we do launch on a Friday and make it super quick, no early next day flights, well, that would mean that we have. So how does that relate to Brenda? Well, Brenda and Phil. Well, we said, well, if we're launching on the 17th,
let's make a poll in the club.
What do they want them on the front? They'd shit themselves.
No, Brenda, Phil, both of them, and none of them, or whatever it is. Yeah, let's see how that goes, just for fun, just for shits and giggles.
I was about to go, right, Jeff, you're doing it. And he's like, wait a sec, I'm with you guys in Germany. Like, good point. So the point being is, if we launched on the 17th, on the 21st, there would be no live launch. There would be no validation stream. Now, the validation stream recently have gone really smoothly.
Hey, Kanako. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Where is she? Hi, Chocks. How's it going? So the only reason why we do those validation streams is more like a kind of real-time customer support if things go tits up. So I'm going to be looking very, very closely over the next 4 launches and see whether or not they go smoothly. If they go smoothly, we might just simply go, you know what? Here's a poll, here's a post on the page, or here's a post in the club, or whatever it may be. If you have any issues with your validation, you know, put it in there, and we'll have Brenda and Phil look at that, because they really don't want to do the stream.
I can understand.
I can understand that.
I can totally understand.
But
why
at least
they don't
if
want to do the stream.
but if everything goes smoothly,
it's
with
not because
the
they don't
validation,
love you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, they're a bit camera shy.
A little bit camera shy.
Yes.
So that's what we're looking at in terms of whether or not. When you want to scroll that to the top, just so I can make sure that we're in sync. Yeah. So just want to see. So I sort of said that to them yesterday. I've never seen them slink out of the office so quickly. It's like, no, I've got stuff to do. Bye. So if we do launch something on the 17th, the 21st will not have a validation stream, but it would have sort of CS-ish kind of real-time stuff with them manning that and looking at that. Now that's only going to happen if the next 4 launches that are in between now and then go super smoothly.
If those 4 launches go smoothly as well.
Yeah. Yeah, because then if people just at least know they can see there's a countdown timer, etc., then just go from that. It's something to look at. Pre-record 2 videos, a successful validation and an unsuccessful validation. Play the according one. I like it, Randy. I like it.
One of those adventure games, click and point adventure games.
Yeah.
Make a decision.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. In terms of what's coming up and when, we will be working on that accordingly. Yeah. We're not going to give out sort of, you know, we do it one by one. What we announce when something's coming the week before on a validation. So on a Friday Q&A. So yeah. But yeah, you know, in terms of Banjo, we've sort of given out sort of basic hints against what that's going to be. But yeah. All right, cool. Chocks. My Hero Academia poll. Did I also do the Kill to Kill last week as well? No, that was the week before, right? So My Hero Academia ran a character poll which was amazing over the Saturday into the Sunday. So I'm sure you guys will sort of keep rallying on that. It's been quite interesting for sure.
It's kept being bumped up, you know.
It's given a central place to sort of rally against, and that's really great. So we'll have to see how that goes. Hopefully it does well.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you seen it? Seen the poll?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
What? You mean, what, recently?
Yeah.
I saw it hit 900 for All Might, and the others was something like 700 and 600?
No, not quite. 6 or 4 or something like that. 600 and something and 400 and something? Or was it 500 and something? I know a certain character overtook another character to move up the place. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. See you later, Joe Wall. Catch you later.
So you got one at 920, one at 682, and then the other 2 at 480s.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's probably more like a 4 character line.
Well, hopefully, you know.
Well, we'll see how this sort of progresses over time. If we ever get that license, what would happen to the numbers? But you know, it's all speculation.
Speculation.
Jake Mayer doing God's work on that poll. So absolutely. So cool. Hey Terence, how's it going? You need to get back to me on that Solaire because, mate. No. Oh, you're making molds for that? You are kidding me. Ami LSB production pics and videos. That is still at the casting stage, but at least there's movement on that. There's been quite a lot of Spyro related videos in terms of the production.
Yep.
We have fire painting. That was the base, sort of. For that, the other one is, that's right, I did want to let you guys know that the eyes of Spyro is now being, that was sort of almost like the final thing. And now that that's been done, we're going full steam ahead, and that's the sort of, that was the sort of thing. So the eyes are now the correct sort of size, and the dots on the bottom right, and etc, etc. Really happy with how they came up, and hopefully, and I think most people who saw that were happy accordingly. There was some more related, so I said also the hair salon, David, what's that all about? And then the tacky, some tacky movement on there, painting the shins on that. And a bunch of Solaire stuff as well. So what, base painting and fitting onto the base. So just wanting to go, because obviously you guys have seen the Mimic, and a lot of people have been saying, hey, don't launch that until Solaire's sort of at least done or semi-done or whatever it is. And I think we agree with that. I mean, there's a lot of DS related stuff that we're doing anyways with regards to Artorias is going into the marketplace for the SD, and then Solaire SD and Solaire Resin will be sort of similar, and people will at least see that. So let's sort of get to that stage, and then we can worry about Mimic. I say Mimic probably September time, would you say, Chocks?
Let's aim for that.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see how Solaire comes along.
We did kind of say aim for sometime in Q3, so hopefully we can aim for that.
Absolutely. So yeah. Hey Jean David Milliard, the FMA, the Alphonse is now approved. And
did you see this?
Yeah, you showed it to me.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you what scale, and you said, what is it like? No.
Okay.
No, you said
that was a question. That question you asked me was for that.
Yes.
All right.
When I came out the toilet, all I hear was it. Fuck you, asshole. I was like, what?
Yeah, we were having some. Yeah.
Was it soundboards?
Soundboards, yes. Some Annie soundboards. Yes. Yeah, just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Chisholm.
Just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Fuck you, asshole. I was like, what? You need to be quiet for when you do it. Was it soundboards?
Soundboards, yes. Some Annie soundboards. Yes.
Stop whining.
Yeah, just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Chisholm. You asshole.
You guys don't know what I'm talking about.
You asshole. I was like, what?
I don't think it does. It keeps going all of that.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I see you got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Yes, loads.
So that was a part of the week in review, fair enough. And
some Sonic 25th.
Sonic 25th going back into production. Well, sort of, yeah, going back into finishing off the production numbers, so that's cool.
A couple of teehees.
Oh, there have been a couple of teehees. One was a blue screen with a blue dot in there. Those that were thinking it was Bulbasaur, sorry, that's not correct. It is, of course, it is a Warp Star Kirby blue variant. We also have a teehee of something that looks like brass. That's a good point, Miguel. That was, again, not Bulbasaur. If that's what you're thinking it was as well. It is actually, in fact, something to do with the AMI PVC. Just put a heads up on that. Cool. Is that the week in review?
I believe so. That's all I got.
Seems like a quite a week. I guess it's all been focusing on this and trying to get our heads on that. What have we received? We received the next in the launch. Got that in, and then one
Hold
after
on,
that.
there's got to be something. I posted something. I posted the, what do you call it? Mugen, right? Or was it over the weekend? Well, it still count, yeah. Posted the Mugen. The box, the art box.
Miguel, when you watch this back,
Come on, Miguel. Don't blame it on that Facebook search. Yeah, so guys, the Mugen, a couple of samples came in the office. That's double boxed. It's not as big as the gaps between the boxes aren't as big for silver, but double boxed.
fan post of the week. Jamie Bailey's a pitiful.
Oh, that was posted today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count.
Wait, it does
Does it count
count.
next week? Yeah.
Yeah, it does
But that's
count.
super cool. It should be feature posts. Miguel should look at as well, like featured fan posts.
Just feature a certain fan post. Yeah. Like it's like that's like
That's a shout out,
It's
yeah.
like a shout out. Yeah, let's do that. Feature one particular fan post. Everybody's spamming, right?
Nah, don't worry.
Well, we'll see. We'll look into it on a weekly basis. Maybe there'll be a quiet week where there'll be no fan posts.
You mean no posts in the club at all?
No, I'm saying there will be posts, but not like a highlight.
Because what, they're all CS related?
Yeah. Best CS related fan posts.
2 centimeters. Oh. let's not go there.
All right then. Are you ready? Next one. Moving on.
I believe so.
All right, guys.
According to Miguel, there's nothing else happened.
Yeah. Can't remember apart from that post. So yes, this week E3 recap. Just to recap what happened during E3. Just something that's a little bit related to our products. So a lot of the announcements, games related, or in somehow, shape, or form that are related to F4F. We created a post so you guys might think, oh wow, a Mario Party, and then we link that to a Bowser or something like that. So it's just something related in a way, and just to get you guys interested in that franchise for other licensors, or just getting the word out there, to just let everyone know that, hey, we've got items that are related to some of the popular games out there. Right, and then obviously last Friday we made the blog with regards to tonight's reservation period for Crystal Dragon. So it's just to highlight some of the progress photos leading up to tonight's reservation, all the different changes that went through with the sneaks with regards to Crystal Dragon. All that lovely stuff will also be highlighted in the documentary as well. So if you guys really want some background history of how we started with Crystal Dragon and ended with tonight's, leading up to tonight's launch, then do check out that documentary.
Right.
Yeah. Right. This is going to be a quick one. All right. Temptation Thursdays. Guys. Last week's TT was TT 106, and that is Rocket Knight Adventures Sparkster. Currently that sits at 271 votes. 58 votes said yes, and 213 votes said no. So if you are a Sparkster fan, if you enjoyed the Konami side-scrolling platformer, do jump into that poll and rally the fans. Alright, this week's a lot of requests for Sailor Moon. Alright, can you even read that?
Usagi
Tsukino.
Usagi Tsukino.
Right, Sailor Moon. Right, currently at 332 votes. 215 votes said yes. 117 votes said no.
So, more yeses than nos, which is obviously a good thing, but the number of votes are quite low, and maybe there's just an apathy towards it.
So guys, if you know anyone that are a Sailor Moon fan, make sure you go to the main page and share that post out, because that's the only way to get people to come into the club and vote for their TT.
Absolutely. For sure.
Next week's TT is going to be Wipeout. The futuristic racing game, guys. Not other Wipeout games, but yes. And then after that will be Vampire Hunter D.
How do you think that will do?
Which one?
Both. I know what you're going to write. Yep. But of course.
Of course. But of course.
Let us know if you guys are interested in either Wipeout or Vampire Hunter D in the comments. Is that something that you'll be voting yes? Or is it something that you'll be voting no? Let us know in the comments whether or not that's for you. Petulia is all about that Hunter D.
Hunter D.
And there's no King of the Ring this week, right?
That's right. We'll touch on that a little bit later.
Oh,
on
okay.
once
Sorry,
we
I thought
get
you could
there.
do that.
It's
Yeah.
a separate section. Right. So moving along, guys.
Oh, right, okay.
Winners from last week's hashtag F4F DS4 Life. Because last week we chose 2 winners to win a copy of the Dark Souls remastered game. The 3rd person, the 4th person, the 5th person will win 500 reward points, because last week we chose 3 winners for the 500 reward points, and here they are.
I've seen at least one person on.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to give out some letters. They could be first names, they could be last names. There's going to be 6 of them for 3 winners, and I'll randomly say them out. We have a H, we have a K, we have a R, we have a B, we have an M, and we have a J. Is that you? K, M, B, R, J, H. Are any of those you? Those are in random sequences. J, K, B, M, R, H. Oh, we have a Billy. Look at that. Jake Mayer has a J and an M. 2 out of 6 right there. Not bad. We got a JJC right there. We got a Ronald Jacobs. I like it. I like it like there. I am a KB. We got, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Jamie Hodge has got a J, and there is an H out there as well. Could be you. James Tesk. Can't be you. Sorry, my friend. There's no T.
It has a J?
But no T.
Ah.
It's got to be, because you've got to have at least 2 of them.
Ah, okay.
Because, you know, obviously one's the first name, one's the last name. You've got to have both of them. So if there isn't. Sorry, Josh. There is no C. Marissa. There is no double M. The only double M right now is Majora's Mask. Ryan Miller, RM. Absolutely. You need 2 of the 6. 2 of the 6.
Hey, Stephen. We still don't have the Guts prototype in the office, so thanks for coming into the stream and asking. But that's the current update. I'll update you straight away. We don't have the Guts in the office, but hopefully soon.
Ah, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nana say we don't have a N, but we do have a K and an M.
Okay.
We have a K and an M.
That's true.
Absolutely true. We've got an R and a K as well. Nice one, Raphael. Hey, Sean, whereabouts in the UK are you from? Unfortunately, it wasn't an E, Eric. Alrighty, I will let you guys know. We're going to kick it off with the first winner is a Michael. A Michael Bands. Congratulations to Michael Bands. Sheffield. Weren't you from Sheffield or nearby?
I'm from UK.
Yeah, but Sheffield.
I'm from UK.
It's close. Where you're about, wasn't it close?
I'm from UK.
Hey Nadia, how's it going? Thanks for joining.
Hey Nadia.
Got Chris Hart from Oxfordshire. How's it going? Yo, all right. The next winner is Rafael Conafal. There you go, mate. I've seen you on the stream as well. What's going on? And last but not least, we have Joshua Harmon. Congrats to you. I'm sure I saw you on the stream a little bit earlier on as well. So congrats. At least 2 out of 3. Oh, damn. 3 out of 3. Michael Bands is in the house.
Really? All 3 of them?
All 3. Love it. Thanks so much for all the support, guys. Yep. All 3 of you guys. So that implies that you were there last week and you're here this week. So thank you so much for the support on that. That's cool.
I know you like your transparency, yeah, but there's certain things you don't be transparent about.
He'll rob your house. Congratulations, guys. All 3 out of 3 on the stream. Yo.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
I like it.
3 out of
I like
3.
it a lot. I think that's the first time.
First time ever.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Not though. Like
Come on, guys. Congratulate yourself. Michael, congratulations. Rafael, congratulations.
Not like those hit
Joshua,
runners.
Hit and runners.
Yeah, they come in. Oh, it's for the Midna stream. Oh, like 500 people, and then they all bloody not there the next week.
I just came in for the points.
I'm sneakily watching in silence at work. No sound, just Alex's cheeky smile. What's up, Ryan? You can't hear that though. What's going on? Hey, Colin. How's it outside? Is it cold? How's it going, mate? Hey, Zachary. How soon did you jump on that wait list? Because it's going to be tight. I'm pretty sure. And depending on the cancellation rate, there are going to be disappointed waitlisters, I believe. All right. Next week's
hashtag, yes,
is hashtag F4FCD. Hashtag F4FCD for a chance to win 500 reward points. Chosen at random, 3 lucky winners. Hashtag F4FCD for a chance to win 500 reward points. Chosen at random. Pinned.
Straightforward. CD.
Hashtag F4FCD. Hashtag F4FCD. That's right, Michael, right? We're congratulating those that were on last week's stream and
He's a hit
won.
and run.
And then was also here for the next week. That implies someone that watched for both, and that was awesome. Very much appreciated. Hashtag F4FCD. Mark Andre Duchamp, you must be drunk because you haven't said anything about Darksiders yet.
Hashtag F4F Darksiders. For Mark.
I like it. I like it, like it, like it. All right. Hey, Britt Edwards, I can see your comments. So sometimes when a lot of activities happening at once, they kind of don't appear. Darksiders?
Yes. He's doing all right with that poll.
I got an email.
Michael goes, I am a hit and run. In my defense, it's always early AM on Saturday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Do you work on Saturday?
Well, it's early
like, AM, right?
Yeah,
it's like Australia, right? Yeah. Well, it's just past midnight, right?
Yeah, well, that's early.
It's early.
Well, you know what I mean. It's Saturday morning, isn't it? You can't get any earlier than that. Look what I got here.
Oh, you got an email?
Yeah. I was like,
Which one?
like, are you gonna be at E3? I'm like, nah. And then we'll have a booth Gamescom. It's like, then he just like one day ago was like, Gamescom. E3 was good, and I will be at Gamescom, so we'll come see you. Hope you have a great summer.
Who is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Good morning, Marissa.
Kyle Wooten. So I know you guys have got some anime licenses. Anything in the realm of, let's say, Pokemon, I think will have a huge buyer base. I think that would have a huge buyer base. You know what, Kyle? It never crossed my mind. that you're right. I think Pokemon would have a huge buyer base. What should we do? What could we do? Kyle, I don't want to take the piss too much, but we've been trying desperately for many, many years. Pokemon is a dream license of ours, if we could ever get some of that. So, unfortunately, it has eluded us so far. No amounts of golden Pokeballs have done anything, but we will keep on throwing, keep on trying. Hey, Troy, never change. Never change.
Oh, it's Q&A then.
The Q&A is really short as well, so we can get straight into the Crystal Dragon.
Yes, to the dragon.
If you have any questions that we are not seeing here, put them in the Q&A, and I will be sure to reply to them.
The Q&A thread, which you can find in the club, guys. The easiest way to find that is just search for Chocks A, and then they're usually 8, 9 out of 10. It'll be at the top of the search.
Okay, let's kick it off. Giovanni Colmorio, number 1, any Kamina updates? Yes, there has been some complications with regards to that, which is the reason why things have been not quite as smooth, but
we're hopeful.
We are negotiating a, basically the Kamina updates are not right now, but before I kept telling you we had no idea what was going on. Now we have a better idea what's going on, and we will go forward based on that. It does mean things are slightly gonna have to take a little bit more time than expected, but we hope that there will be some more news later on, probably in a few months. We can have more of a conversation about that. Number 2, how far off roughly is Warp Star Cup? I would say within 2 months. Is Mimic more or less expensive than Orni? It's too far out to say that. I would, because factory quotes, they change. It's all to do with they'll give a quote, and then it will only last for maybe 1 or 2 months, maybe only 1 month. So there's no point in getting a quote now if we're not going to be launching it until September. So when it comes to the time of actually the launch, we have an indication right now, but I don't want to say it's less or say it's more and then find it's either way or the other, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like buying car insurance. The quotation only lasts for a certain amount of days, and then it's kind of like you need to get another quote kind of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Number 4, can you show us vaulted base after 0? Let's see how 0 goes, and then it might not be vaulted. Ooh. What is likely the next pre-order? It is the Crystal Dragon, with absolute certainty. Number 6, is the MHA poll meeting expectations? Yes, I'm impressed. 7, are there any more Torchwood rings DS bound? Torchwood DS rings inbound? The answer is very likely. We don't have any information as of yet, but all eyes on Wonderfest in the summer. Most likely there will be some more information at that given time. Denise Kip, how will you improve the signature quality for the day 1 cards?
Yeah.
That's literally what he posted.
Yeah, the industrial standard. Yeah, all the celebs use it.
Do they?
Are you a celeb yet? you shouldn't be using it.
I get a lot of hate mail. Does that make me a celeb?
Really? Yeah. I get a lot of nice mails.
I get hate mail.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a fun-loving Chinese dude.
Absolutely. Was it Ted? Let me see. Is it? Here you go. Sharpie.
Yours is just permanent marker. It's like a super permanent ink.
Oh.
Your low-level stuff, mate. It's got a black cap.
But his is all black, though, isn't it?
No, it's red. It's like red paint.
Black.
Red. Is it black?
Black.
Oh, in his like in the article it says like red.
Black, isn't it?
Black, in it? He said the industrial was red writing. That's right, Stefan.
That's right. Right, okay, this is not... God, it's permanent marker. How more permanent does it need to be? Even more permanent.
Oh man, it's like getting really all scientific. It's like ink and wax. And I'm like, whoa.
Alright.
Alright.
Will you ever add something extra to the day one bonuses instead of the card sticker and extra reward points? Nope. For now. Have you ever considered removing the regular editions, regulars from direct orders now that F4F will do more DEs? Nope. Because regulars come into play when the DEs and the LEs are no longer available. 4. How big is the chance of making Super Shadow Sonic? Do you mean Super Shadow? What's Super Shadow Sonic? You mean Super Shadow, right? Super Shadow the Hedgehog you're talking about, right? There's no such thing as Super Shadow Sonic. I'm pretty sure. Super Shadow Sonic.
SSS.
This is Super Shadow.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
There is a Super Shadow.
Yeah, I know this is Super Shadow, but it's not called Super Shadow Sonic.
Oh,
It's
that-
Super
just
Shadow
Super
the
Shadow.
Hedgehog.
Okay.
Is the point. If I looked at that poll, the answer was very unlikely, wasn't it? For now, let me see. Shadow, Super Shadow. Super Shadow is on 468. That's not bad. Let me know when it hits 750.
Hey Brandon, we haven't shown anything Crystal Dragon yet, but after the Q&A we will.
Absolutely. How will you consider full refund, including shipping costs, for damaged statues that don't have replacements left? Sure. James Bennington, how is a part looking? What's a part?
Yeah.
How is a part?
I don't know.
How is a part looking?
How is a what?
Don't know what he's saying.
Yeah,
How is a part looking? I'm not sure. Is Sonic and Tails Diorama likely for 2018? If it is, it's going to be back end.
Looking good.
Yeah. Celine Guardia, how's it going? Lovely admin. How's Lucy doing? Number 1, apart from Bayo's guns, are there more replica weapons in the pipeline? Not necessarily from Bayonetta. The answer is not right now. I like to see how these perform, and then whether or not we have custom issues and all that sort of stuff, and then we can go on from there too. Remember that whoops from a couple of months ago from a screenshot someone posted looked like replicas. What's happening with those? Still coming or voted? Yeah. Having some thoughts about that.
You know what she's talking about.
I do. It's
It's
that. Yeah.
well, there is, like I said, there is a
Okay. Maybe we can ask to do newer.
Cassandra. He forgot what he meant. Sort him out, Cassandra. Any thoughts on a Sparks statue to accompany?
Yeah, I'm
Spyro?
kind of like losing interest in that.
What
The Spark statue.
the
Yeah, I still need to be convinced whether or not that should be done. I was gonna say
That one?
I was gonna say,
Ah,
but yeah, your one is as cool as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I forget about it, or let me know, Spyro fans? Do I just?
Yeah. Hopefully,
I
you
feel
know,
like-
maybe after tonight, Crystal Dragon, when the Spyro fans are back in, they'll go, "Oh, what about that?"
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm losing a lot of motivation on that one. If you were ever to revisit only one of your past releases, which one would it be and why? Totally revisit Wolfling Midnight and make the edition size 10,000. That's just a greed talk. But if we're not talking about greed, if we're just talking about what I wish I could have changed, what changes there would have been, I would probably say it was a obviously I'm thinking going through the F4F early years, that WWE was obviously legendary, nothing wrong with that. Magic the Gathering Next Level, of course, that's all cool. That Transformers, sweet, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I would say.
I thought it was this.
Yeah, that's right. Fierce Lady Link. Because just because I know it could have been so much better. But there's a difference between Chocks, Fierce Lady Link production being shit versus the concept and the modeling being shit.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed about Fierce Lady Link because the quality of the production was so bad. Well, I mean, the head breakage is one thing, but I'm talking about the quality of the painting versus what could have been done and all that sort of stuff. It's more just sort of done how it was, right? So that was, from a production point of view, I'd love to revisit that. In terms of the finish of it, I think it was okay. In terms of the original concept and all that sort of stuff, I would probably like to revisit maybe Zero Suit Samus. I think she could have been a little bit better, and that's more not to do with production because the production was great. It was more about the actual design and that sort of aspect of it, I would say. Hey JC, how's it going? Number 4. Any hints on the next release pre-order for Tekken and Mario apart from Mario on Yoshi? Who and when estimate? No hints on that for now. There are some balls in the air that need to be clarified. Number 5. Are the Capcom and Katamari lines dead and buried or mostly dead? AKA, do you still believe in them? Katamari, I believe, would... The only thing I would do for Katamari, if you guys were like super asking for it, would be variants on Prince and Dip is the only thing that I would do. As long as it probably would be the only thing I would do. In terms of Capcom is very much not dead. Number 6, how are the plushies getting along? Then kind of, sort of, semi. Number 7, how are Bayonetta, Phoenix Wright, Conker, Mario and Yoshi, Dante, Sparks and Egg, and Morrigan looking so far? Bayonetta, some slight movement on that. Obviously, the replica weapons are a different situation. Phoenix Wright is almost ready to be submitted for final approval. Conker is pretty much done. That's looking awesome already. Mario and Yoshi has just finished the print, and now we're starting to do duplication for that. Dante have been going back to make some tweaks on that, and that is better than it was before. Sparks and the Dragon Egg, I'm kind of like, do you guys really want this? And Morrigan is going through some stages now, so some development on that. Alessio Bucci! A few weeks ago, you asked for our opinion on making the same statue 1/4 and 1/6. Asking what would happen if there was a statue in both 1/4 and 1/6 and the next in the line was too big in the 1/4, and my opinion there is no problem in it. Take the DS 1/4 and 1/6 Solaire, and then next is Nito, and it's okay. Yep, I understand what you're saying. The only problem I see is 1/4 to 1/6 is when one line sells significantly more than the other, and do you cancel that line that sells less? That is definitely my biggest concern. So what we talked about, Chocks,
Yeah.
would be my biggest concern. Our biggest concern would be that for sure, and I'm not sure if there's a way around that. So, that's my thought on that. Stefan McNally, what sort of size edition of Crystal Dragon do you need to hit to make the Spyro line viable for the future? The reality is, I really need to see this 600 to 700, really. If you want to be seeing... Now, of course, it's a no-brainer to be doing things like Spyro. That's easy. That himself will sell, as we know, really, really well. It's more about the others, the supporting cast. Do we do Ripto? Do you want to see Nasty? Do you want to see the Egg Thief? What do you want to see? I really need to see that there is a demand for Spyro merchandise outside of Spyro himself. So we shall see. Are you able to give us a rough idea when Mantis will be released? Am I right in saying the FlexiPay won't start on any PO for a few months after the pre-order is released? No, you are not correct with that. First of all, Mantis is probably in the next 3 months or so. FlexiPay will start. So the way it works is like this. This is a timeline of 1 year. And this is a 1 year payment plan. If you choose to go, and this is a period of 4 months. If you decide to go on a 1 year payment plan, the moment pre-orders close and we put the last pre-order date, FlexiPay date here, will start the next week, 2 weeks later, whatever it may be. That's when it'll start kicking in. And then when we get closer and closer to the end date, then the 4 month, this is the 4 month plan, right? It goes along like this. Then the 4 month plan starts kicking in. Boom, 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 boom. Giving you an example. So it's all about what plan you go on. If you go on the 1 year, you will be starting straight away. Of course, the amount every month is much less than if you were on a 4 month plan, but just there is absolutely scenarios where it will start straight away.
Hey, Abraham. Finally, you joined.
Nice.
Nice. This is...
He's all about the Spyro and he's all about the crash.
Yeah, this is up your alley.
Just try to juggle with if I can potentially afford to go on the wait list for Stealth Snakes 2 unless you are going to implement what we spoke about in private message soon.
What new ideas are you implementing now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's on the long list of things to do development-wise, but yeah, that's definitely something I want to do, which is the ability to, if you get convert early and start your FlexiPay right then.
Yeah. Flexi payment for waitlisters.
Right.
Right.
Dean McDonald, when you make the new TTs for targets for TTs to hit, does it apply to all of them? Some in particular would seem much more profitable. Indie licenses and wouldn't seem to need huge numbers to be worth the trouble due to cheaper licensing costs. Example with Shantae, which has almost double the yes votes of the Shovel Knight exclusive edition size, yet would likely be... How's Shantae doing? First of all, guys, it's not... I just want to be really clear about something. It's not about the licensing cost. It's not about the licensing costs. It's about the opportunity costs. If we make something that sells 300 pieces, we should have never made it in the first place. We should have been making something that does the 7, 8, 100 pieces. That's the point. So it's not about, oh, it's an indie license, therefore the licensing cost is cheap. And no, that's not what it's about. It's about hitting the higher numbers because that's the opportunity cost. So hopefully that makes more sense when we say it should be higher in terms of numbers to hit on the TT. The reason is because we're going towards the ones that most people want, or that has the most potential to have the higher numbers. Because every month we got to be making sure that expenses are covered. And if you do two launches in a month and they are doing low numbers, that's, you know, it doesn't matter that they're indie ones and the licensing is cheap if it means we can't afford to pay the salary. So, you know, the answer is it's all about opportunity cost in that regard. Adam L. Gamal, would you consider adding an option to postpone a payment in a payment plan in the near future? In the near future, probably not. In the future, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. It's just that we do not have the bandwidth just yet. Is there anybody who is a IT guru, website developer who wants to work upstairs? Let us know in the comments. Because we cannot, for love nor money, find anybody in Hong Kong right now, despite a few adverts being placed.
Some of the members said, just open the back end, like open source style, and just let everyone. Yeah.
That would be actually
no.
Why not?
It'll be like tweak to for personal.
What I mean is, obviously you take out all the user information, all that sort of stuff, and go, here it is, yeah? Design me a module and I'll pay you money if you can do it.
I don't know. I'd leave a back door. I leave a back door there.
Chocks, you always look
hidden back door, yeah.
Oh, this person ordered 20,000 truthful minutes. How did that happen?
Like world record.
I know, Celine, you're totally right. But, you know, does Lucy like a bit of the old chicken fried rice? Does she like a bit of the old pork chow mein? What is the next in the Spyro line? That, of course, is the Crystal Dragon. In terms of the actual Spyro products itself, after this, of course, will be the Spyro PVC3. What are the numbers for True for Minute? That is a good question. I do not know. For how is Yakuza looking? I don't believe that Chris has started anything on that just yet. Yeah. It's been announced.
When? I think.
In Vegas. Yes, we did.
Oh. You went. Like that, innit?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Hey Matthew, Crystal Dragon pre-orders reservation period will open probably about 45 minutes or so. Half an hour or so.
Reservation open in that time? Are you kidding me?
What?
An hour and 45 minutes, maybe.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Maybe
then?
at least an hour. Yeah. Okay. Definitely not in 45 minutes.
Why not?
Because we got to like go through this, that, this, all of that. God. I mean, all right,
I thought you were efficient.
Well, you thought wrong. How soon can we expect Phoenix to write? The answer is it is part of a juggling of 5 items that we're juggling in the air. So that hasn't set her in its spot yet, but it's sort of in the air. In terms of, at least we're juggling it this time. Before we weren't even juggling. Mark Johnson, that banjo, yo, sup with that. The answer with is yo. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears to the ground. Because it's coming. Jade Smith, Crystal Dragon hype indeed. MJP, just to say hi from Turkey, having a great time and looking forward to Crystal Dragon PR. Even though I won't be able to watch See you guys next Friday from the UK. Much appreciated. Hope you're having a great time and have a stellar on
He's having a great
me.
time. He's busy posting on Facebook.
I like it with a Stella.
Stella between his legs.
There you go.
Enjoying that whatever meal.
Are you
he's
sure
having
that's a
there.
Stella? It's not a I can't be bothered to get to the toilet kind of.
He's just like between his feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just check it.
He's like having.
Yeah, some people can't be bothered to go to the toilet, right?
Oh,
That's what I would-
in the pool, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We'll just go in the pool.
In the
You know, there's like, have you heard there's like if you wee in the pool,
there's
it
that-
turns purple or something.
like a color trail. It follows you. And if you poo-poo in the pool, I don't know, a different color or something.
Really?
Yeah. That I've heard. I haven't seen it.
Peeing in the pool. There's no point in going to the peeing in the pool. Colour change.
What happens
Oh,
when you-
really? Surely not.
Is that pee or poo?
Surely not.
Is it?
Peeing in the pool prank.
It's not true at all, apparently.
It's not true.
According from Georgia Martin.
Oh, okay.
Just take one of your kids. No one's going to blame a kid. It's like, uncontrollable.
Spencer wears one of those. There is waterproof nappies, like swimming
Waterproof
nappies.
nappies?
Yeah, because nappies they absorb and they get big, right?
Right.
These they don't obviously.
Okay. Waterproof from the outside, right?
I don't even know.
From the inside.
I have no idea. I guess it's probably can't do much about wee, but if you take a massive dump in them, they stop them from that from getting out, right?
Yeah.
Because the point is, normal nappies absorb, and this doesn't. So I guess it's more about catching the logs.
Floater. Catching the floater.
Not after that kombucha, mate. Ain't no filter. Lorient Simard. There was an Amaterasu in production, if I recall correctly. Is the pre-order soon? What? You mean the PVC? It is not in production right now. It's in the prototype stage. Will she be the same height as Shiranui? I missed the previous release and I hope to get another one to go with Shiranui. The answer is there is a small Amaterasu PVC that will be followed with the same thing scaled up to the same scale as the Shiranui, i.e. 1/4 scale. That will happen probably a good few months after Ami is done in the PVC, if that makes sense. Probably almost around the time that we go into production with the Ami, we'll then launch the PVC, the big one, I would say. What's up with this? Let's see.
Alessio.
Alessio Pucci.
Yeah.
What's the amount of points that someone have to use to buy a statue to make you lose money for that statue? What's the amount of point that someone have to use to buy a statue to make you lose money for that? Well, if you buy it all in points, then yeah, we lose money on it. But not really, because it's each item is completely different. Each item is completely different. Ryan Byrne, can you drop a sick freestyle rap right now, just off the top of your head? But if I did that right now, you'd all be dead. Maybe freestyle what whack Chuckles is at rapping. Maybe freestyle about how whack Chuckles is at rapping. I know that if I put him in a submission hold, he'll be a fucking tapping. Alessio Bucci, any updates on the solution for the problem that comes with when someone uses 200 in discount and the final payment is only 100 because of the payment plan? In my opinion, the amount per payment should be calculated and not... I totally agree with you, and that would be the way to deal with it, but unfortunately that's not the case right now. Where that is on the list of things to do, I do not know. That's something I will need to speak to my partner John about. But I totally understand what you mean and what that means. Because that means I can actually then do things like gift cards. Because would you guys like gift cards? We would love to be able to offer you gift cards. Especially if we can then send across physical gift cards as well. Callum, Paul, I want to know exactly how you guys achieve the crystal look. Well, Callum, wait no longer. No, you do not need to wait too much longer. It will be in the next sort of bit. Alessio Bucci, any updates for the shirts? Good point. Put that on my list of things to look into. Martin Con Yali, any Yakuza updates? I know you always ask about that. That's cool. And the answer is, the last time I checked with Chris, there was nothing to report just yet. I will visit you guys on Gamescom if everything goes smoothly with me. Moving to another city next month. Anything you want besides some schnitzel and some German sweet, some Berliner Wasser. No, I don't actually drink beer, but what are the Bratwurst.
I don't know, what's good to eat?
Bratwurst. A Frankfurter.
What, some sausages?
Ja. Was ist los? Victoria Crumby. Are you planning to go to MCM London in October? Nope. But maybe we can do some sort of representation on Anime Gami's booth, assuming they are going there. Troy Blair, why is The Legend of Zelda hush hush right now? Because there's no point in talking about anything when it's so far in the future. You guys knows what's coming up. That's a Shake a Slate and it's Write a Link. And that's all we've announced so far. And that's already quite far in the future. Why talk about things that are too far in the future? Do you think you're ready for one-to-one skill? Or is it something that needs to be tested? No? I think I could do one-to-one. I've done it in the past. I'm pretty sure that would be pretty okay. The thing is, can you handle one-to-one? It's a different question. Will PVC be more of an upcoming... Will PVC be more of an upcoming in the years, meaning there will be more PVCs in the years to come? Yes, PVC will become much more of an integral part of our product lines and our launches. It is absolutely part of the plan of expanding our user base. The PVCs go out to represent us and people then come back and join the club and then know about the resins. It's all about the upsell. Now, what does that mean for PVCs? Well, let's see. We have been working on, we did 2 last year. And this year, we put 2 up for pre-order last year. This year, we will be putting up, quite a... I don't know how... There's currently, right now, at least 5 or 6 currently in development at different stages. Some along the lines further than others. There's that, right? There's the Spyro PVC we've announced. There's the Amaterasu PVC which we've announced, right?
And I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Starting with that, whether or not we can do that or not, that's another conversation.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And then there's the other one. You saw this one?
No, I haven't.
Have you not? Yeah. At least you saw that right, yeah? And that's not even including the ones that we're actually working on, which is...
Yeah. And this one.
Oh, right, yeah. But that's sort of not really started yet. At least...
Come on, Chris.
Well, you've been taking them away to do your bloody pictures.
Hey,
you stole him for last night and he didn't even come into
falls
tonight.
on the marketing, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Get that, hurry up.
I think it all goes on the marketing, to be honest with you, Chocks.
Oh my god.
So with that, 1, 2, 3, and then, right?
Yeah. Oh, and this one?
Oh yeah, hold it here.
Hold on, you're missing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. Oh yeah. If we could, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that right now.
Yeah.
And then there's also, right?
Oh, and this one. Oh, yeah, you got it there.
Got it there? Oh! Oh yeah, this one at the beginning, yeah. And then
And
we've just
the
started
other
walking this
one?
one.
Just the other one to that one. Yeah, yeah.
And then we're not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Holy shit,
I
there's
can't
so
remember
many.
seeing that one. Is it?
Yes.
I can't remember. Don't think I have.
Really?
Mm.
Like this. No?
This one?
No, hold on.
No.
Oh, it's so many options, like so many things that we can do with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I might have seen Chris on it.
It's kind of got.
He's working on that, isn't it? Like a.
No, that's resin. It's got it. He's like doing that. Like his thing turns into this, and you can have different colors.
No, I haven't seen it.
If you're not, it's
No, I
alright.
haven't seen
It's
it.
alright.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
A dozen or so.
And then obviously plans for that as well, obviously. And then it's 14. So the point is, we are absolutely convinced that more and more PVCs need to be made in order to get the word out there about us and be our ambassadors. As I said to you guys before, Ubisoft walked into our office in January because they'd seen Crash and gone to Best Buy, had seen it, picked it up, and they said, oh, email, cs@firstfigures.com, and they're like, oh, Ubisoft, can we come in? I'm like, yeah, of course you bloody can come in.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah. And they were like, what about that Assassin's Creed? I'm like, yeah. Then I asked the club, and they were like, never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Come on, guys,
The club-
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, the club says, never mind.
God.
Come on, Mr. Warfer.
Who?
You know,
Oh, Walther. Yeah,
Walther.
Johnny Walther.
Johnny.
Yeah, he's like the #1 fan, isn't he? What will we see? Where was it? Let me just see if I missed anything. Yeah, that's yeah. So, guys, PVCs will be coming right. Last year we did about 7. I think we did 20 launches or something like that. 2 of those were PVCs. This year it's probably going to be about 5 to 6. Next year I wanted there to be more, and whether or not we, yeah, look, guys, that's really important for us. What's the main reason statues get vaulted? It seems that Zora Link was a hit when you sneak peeked him out of the vault. Could we expect to see him in the future? The answer to that is Zora Link was a hit. By default, it's a Zelda piece, so of course it's going to be a hit. But is it a Midna hit? Is it as good as that? But anyways, the point is, every single one that we can choose with the big N for Zelda really needs to be like it really needs to be top tier. And that is something I haven't talked to the big N for many years, I would say, about that. So you don't expect to see him out anytime soon. And that was something that was probably 10 years ago. Number 5, do we know the numbers for Trueform Midna yet? Reg X and Def X. The answer is
I just
yet,
saw
sorry.
151.
What?
I saw 151.
I don't see that. You saw it.
I saw 151.
Alright, done. 4. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for the reservation.
Brendan Rastello, any updates on Ica? Yeah, no. Right now.
Hey, what?
Need to work on that base pole, right?
For what?
Hit me up in the... Did you hit me up in the...
Who's asking?
Brendan, of course.
Oh, Ica.
Yeah. Did you ask me in the admin Addy chat?
I think he did.
Did he?
Yeah. Today.
Oh. Well.
Of all days you choose, you have to choose a Friday.
John Agnew was admiring the purple on Spyro. How many paint shades make up one Spyro statue? Well, it's not just paints. There are different scales that have different colours of purple in there. So it's a texturing on top of all of that. So I would probably say, obviously, one base coat, some shading, and some individual scales getting some different colours on it. Dots, so it gives it a bit more depth to it. So it's not just one purple like that. Josh J. Creswell, would you consider PayPal credit as payment, or at least for non-pre-orders to let us pay installments? What on earth is PayPal credit? I don't know what that is. Is that something I should be knowing? What is PayPal? PayPal,
PayPal credit?
Hmm.
Isn't that like credit card? I think that's what it is. Credit card, you can have like interest-free monthly payments, like through PayPal or something.
No idea.
Yeah,
just look into it. Oh, actually, also, would you ever expand the Spyro range to other characters like Sparks, Moneybags, Hunter? Oh, Hunter was another one that was doing all right. Let's see how Crystal Dragon does, because that was at the top of the list. David Nadeem, hey guys, got a couple of questions. Any chance for a little Skull Knight tease? Not just yet. While Guts was pretty tame in terms of gore, would it be safe to assume that Berserk Armored Guts will be a tad gorier? Berserker Armored Guts would be a tad gorier, yes. With the Soul Calibur line being based off the second game only, I was wondering if Siegfried might ever be made, since he isn't a playable character in 2. Siegfried is a playable character in 2. He's wearing armor. He's just Nightmare, but in armor form, like a knight. If he was made, would it be based off Nightmare's first alternative costume? As I said, that's probably a bit too close to the Nightmare design. Jake Mayer, how helpful will the MHA character poll be? Well, if we get the license, it will be the one and only thing that I'll look at about what we would apply to do and what we would make and in what order or something like that. That would be 100% useful. Did you create it out of your own curiosity, or would it be used for discussions with the licensor? I created it because you told me to do it, and I listened to your ass. And
be careful what you say in the comment, guys. That's important as well. Not just looking at the stats. It's exactly what you say as well in the comments. So,
of course, it will be. I won't necessarily go, look at this poll. I would say I would look at that and have conversations based on that. Max Freshaw, are there still plans for Shadow Kirby Warp Star variant? It's the most popular choice in the first poll, but it didn't seem to be an option for the most recent poll. Probably not for Warps. No, Shadow Kirby would probably be more for Fighter Kirby, not really for Warp Star, I would say, because Warp Star is currently Smiley Face, and I don't think Shadow Kirby is Smiley Face. Lin Kim, maybe something in the future we would change the face in the future, but let's just concentrate on pink and blue.
You mean Max?
Hmm?
You're talking about the Kirby stuff, right?
Yeah.
That was Max.
Yeah.
You said Lin Kim.
Yeah, I'm about to do the next bit.
Oh, okay.
Lin Kim.
Yeah.
Are you willing to make busts for other licenses? Yep. Jean Carlos Sanchez Campos. If we talk about Spyro franchise statues, what is coming after Crystal Dragon, Sparks, or Cinder? It's a good point, good question. Why this week, for the next 2 weeks, is all about that Spyro license. So you can rally, you can suggest, you can talk about, and I will be watching, Chocks will be watching, we will all be paying attention to that. Alessio Bucci, what about some sales on your site? Some old statues are really cheap on third-party stores and have cheaper shipping costs. I prefer buying directly from you guys, but if the actual price is like twice the price of a third-party store asks, it's a good point, good question. When we get to the point where we can start running that sort of thing, we will look into doing that. Larissa Walker, how many yes votes would you want the Sailor Moon TT for Usagi to have in order to consider trying to get the license for the line? It starts with an 8, and it's not 80.
8,000.
There you go. Chris Hildebrand Jr. Alex, what will be the chances of refining your order page on the website? Possibly moving fully completed orders to a separate list, or putting some product names on the list with order numbers. Something like that to make it easy to navigate.
Yeah, like Amazon.
As I said,
It's like,
if you know of any Hong Kong-based IT guys to join the team, let me know. Hit us up. We are really struggling for bandwidth to get that done. What are your thoughts on the current MHA character poll? Very impressive. The bead cut. Is the 25th anniversary going back into production just to complete the edition size, or are you anticipating less cancellations than originally expected? I think it's just to... I think just by default we kind of said we'll just finish all the lines, basically. I know the pack line is currently dead. Pac-Man line is currently dead, but since there's a potential 5 possible color variant, you can get one mold for Pac-Man ghosts. Are the ghosts something you would ever consider? Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde, and Vulnerable Flashing. Would you guys buy quadruple pack? Possibly if you guys would buy a quadruple pack.
what? What's a quadruple?
You know, with all the ghosts.
Ah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah. And then like different, like all of them blue.
That's what after you. That's for the flashing blue,
That's
right?
when Pac-Man chases.
Yeah, the flashing blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and once you take eating the
Flashing.
pill,
Do they all go blue?
yeah, blue and white. Wacko, 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 wacko.
Are we more likely to see Shadow Kirby as a variant of Fighter Kirby, Warp Star Kirby, both or none of the above? Fighter Kirby. You know, just yeah, good thinking. That's what we're just talking about. Number 4, are the proposed Green Shovel Knight and Crystal Cloak Alucard something that you want to put up for pre-order before production is completed on the existing versions of those characters already solicited, so they can be made together at the factory, or something you want to put for sale after the other versions are already released? It's a good question. I haven't really thought about that yet. I'd probably do it after it's released. Probably. Number 5, 500 plus yes votes on your Modern Sonic Blaze the Cat option in just 2 months. It's pretty good, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so Sonic Blaze has now hit that, has it? How does that compare to Amy? Amy got to 551. Blaze got 500. And you guys know we're working on Amy.
Amy.
There was one F4F anime statue pre-order in 2016, one in 2017, and one in the first half of 2018. How many do you think we'll see in the second half of 2018? Definitely 2. Definitely 2, possibly 3. The first, of course, being Spike. Alphonse will definitely be this year, and possibly Jet, I would say. Sarah Arrington, just curious to know if any of the goals that are in development aren't being difficult, and if so, updates. Ladies' Chocks.
That aren't being difficult.
They're all difficult.
Apart from this one.
Ah, that's a good point. Now
Well,
she is a good girl, a very good girl. Does Shiranui count also as a girl, and Ami, does that count as a girl? Because those are good girls as well. Very good girls. Oh wait, Shiranui's a boy, isn't it? Ami PVC is a very good girl. Sif's a dude. But I watched the remaking of the making of Sif, and it's someone clearly said it was. Amaterasu PVC likely approximately when end of the year. Any ideas on what the next Soul Calibur piece is? Yep. Any news on Dante of the other 1/6 pieces? Yep. Progressing nicely. Is a Slayer's poll probable? That's on Chocks for the TT. This is a long screen grab.
Yeah. 15 this time.
What?
I went first 15 peeps, right, to reply to that comment.
Right.
And it took forever to get 15. And I thought, scrap this. Let's just stop at 10.
Right.
And then people would start coming and go, me. All right, then, 15.
Why'd you go 15?
Because last week and a couple of weeks ago, it's like, oh, you got like 40,000 members in the club now. We're going to up that shout out to like 15.
But then no one even jumped on it this time
no
around.
one jumped on it when
So
I
you're
did
going
it.
back to
But no, there's 15. Just
follow the loves.
follow the hearts.
Oh, your hearts, yeah?
Yeah, my hearts.
Ah, okay. What happens if somebody else hearts it?
They
Oh,
can't,
no, they
because
can't.
there's my love there. Look at the red text.
Yeah.
It's from my side, from my view.
Oh, so I can just look at the text.
Just look at the text and just shout out to those guys.
All right, Vincent Windish, shout out to you. I know you love them fun days. Stefan Gunther, how's it going, mate? Shout out to you. Howard Vina has what's up, mate? Michelle Kissel, what's going on? Celine Guardia, what's going on? Shout out to Wes. Callum Hall in the house, what's going on? JC with the blue hearts, I love it. How's it going? How are those cutie cats? Josh J Cresswell, what's going on? Shout out to Mark Johnson. How's it going? I noticed that yourself is not getting a shout out for yourself. I see that. Okay. Giovanni Cormorio, how's it going, mate? We have Victoria Crombie, what's going on? Derek Baker in the house. Lynn Kim, how's it going? Stefan McNally in the house. And last but not least, Michael Pilot. If he's giving you a shout out here, there's most likely to be a question about Alphonse. Oh, right. Victor Navarro Vilgren. Alex, I apologize beforehand. Okay.
Now what? Now
He started off by apologizing in
Be
advance.
careful,
So that's
be
right.
careful, yeah.
Number one, you might have seen in the fun day, I did some polls, one of which there was the Amy Rose pose with new pose options I made and Amy exclusive options. I got some surprise results in the pose poll. With that, I'd like you to please reconsider the Amy statue pose. I know you already started it, and sure, the numbers in my polls compared to yours is not nearly big enough. Here's the poll. I definitely saw it, but as I said to you before, I'm very happy with how it's coming along and developed, and I really have. Let me just see your poll results. Oh, it says it's not there. It's not there. But the majority of these are all pretty similar. Some variation of her holding it. Not necessarily think that there's a huge enough difference between them. In any case, it's pretty similar to the one that won. So it's that's where we're at for that. Again, about Amy, you said that you would have to make a poll for the base and the exclusive, but we haven't got it yet. You said since club rallied, clubs got to choose between the base and X. Will you still get those polls? No, because I subsequently said that I was happy with what we were going with, and I had something in mind that I didn't want to dilute. So sorry about that. I did. Have got some plans on that. Adam Elgamal, what are your favorite Arnold quotes? Put some of them. Some of mine are it's not a tumor. Get to the chopper and put that cookie down. No. What's your favorite?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does he do?
Yes. There's loads. Day one.
If you wanted to do that, you can go to our one, right?
Our what?
Yeah, go to that. No, go to that. Just turn off the sound by going to the bottom, turning off sound.
Oh, here.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Then you can do it. You can turn it up. You can turn up your volume, right? Because you can't hear us now. And now you can then do your whatever you want to put in there.
I can do it whenever I want.
Yeah, you can do what you want.
I guarantee you, things will change.
Oh, really? Do you?
I like this. it's like that thing, that device that we had that we never used.
Yeah. Free.
Now we've got 3 guys in the stream. We've got like today's celebrity is Arnold. And,
But he has to. But he must come and make a celebrity appearance on.
On October 7th, we the
Okay.
people of California
Oh my
have the
God.
opportunity to send a message
It's more than
to the
that.
political establishment that we want action and we want change.
That's one of his. That's when he was the governor.
Yeah.
Do it now. Stop whining. I'll be back.
This one over here.
Oh, really?
You want to fuck with me?
What?
Hey, Brandon Parkins.
Who are you?
Hey, Nick Pagakis.
Get your mother, please.
All right, keep going. I like this. It's like the Magic 8 Ball, but
Yeah,
but more questionable. As like the comments.
Do you mind going back up the Q&A? I only just woke up and I remember to edit my reply. I don't remember seeing Edgar Ramirez's question originally.
Really? Where?
I don't see it.
Edgar?
Yeah, it says E. Oh, I ignored that because it just said E.
Your comments are not moving. Yeah, your comments are not moving, mate.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I see nothing, Edgar. Any changes on your thing? You can just put it at the bottom of the text. Oh, it's. Ah, yeah, you're right. Some missing there. All right. Okay. Matthew Smith, Ryuko combined with almost 1,000 votes, and you don't want to mention it. It's been 1 week since you started the poll. Satsuki well on her way as well. So we're looking at 3 Ryukis and Satsuki for sure. Where's the love, Alex? I wanted 800 on each, not 1,000 combined, because those are different statues. But, you know, it's doing well. Obviously, kind of a little bit overshadowed by MHA, but you can understand that. But, it, you know, in terms of it, well, Kill to Kill hit 800. I'm quite surprised to see, though, it not, at least one of them, getting a little bit higher, 440 or something right now. Where are those guys? Why are they not interested in the OG character? I mean, if we just do a poll, if we just do 3 of them and they're all Ryuko and her variants, you know, maybe that's what we do. As long as people know that going in, you know, what do we want to be doing? Because let me see if I can look at those numbers again.
Over 500 actually. We're saying that.
Oh, was it? Congrats. Yeah, nice. But the variants, though, were like 280, 209. The other, yeah, so... It might... Look, hey, is it a one and done? It might be a one and done. Alicia Nicole Richardson, how unrealistic is recent Sith waitlist converting at this point? I think it's pretty realistic. We're finishing off in that line, and we are, you know, making those replacements. And Solaire is also something you can jump on as well. I think it should be fine. Matthew Smith, Guts numbers being similar to Mugen. Does this show you where you are with F4F anime? Maybe you'll finish the line for Champloo. Does this kill Berserk line too? There's a huge difference between Guts and Mugen. And not only was Mugen much less in comparison, but Guts was much more expensive as well. Nana say, come on Alex, you know you want to do a TT for WWE. I notice you don't ask about doing a Resident Evil TT anymore. Is there a chance you consider running TTs on the main page so that would be much easier to share across the web than the blog? The answer is probably not. We would like to see how TTs are with others. That's the reason why we did them as blog posts. And we want to encourage people to come and join the club as a result. And if you therefore compare them against others...
What do you want from me?
Indeed. Would you ever release unpainted collective edition statues? I think the Crystal Dragon would be an awesome one to do this on, as it screams custom paint job. The answer to that is no plans.
No deal.
Never gets old, right? You should do one. We should have a soundboard for everybody every week.
Yeah, and go, so what do you think, Arnold?
We should do one for every week, a new person.
Yeah. I'll try.
Friday with Chocks A. Friday Q&A with Chocks A and Arnold. The A is Arnold, it's not Alex.
We're going to get sued.
Good.
Every week. It's like tons of them.
I know what Arnold wants.
0.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, a little bit delayed.
If you get rid of Arnold, how many is on the soundboard?
Oh.
Oh, it's like all of them together.
It's
So
all
yeah,
on,
yeah.
so you got. I guess you got to type a celeb name.
Okay. Matthew McGlory, any Spyro PVC updates? The answer is yeah, it's in development. Moranger Dujam, now Keith. Indeed. Confirmed we will be seeing each other at Gamescom. Michael...
Trust me.
Michael Wright, what's your reaction opinion to the current results for MHA with All Might quickly reaching over 900 votes, Midori getting close to 700, a few others are high 400s? Very, very impressive. Adam Foley, sorry for the last minute question, guys, but I heard you on the live stream that Spyro PVC is actually confirmed. I know it's been hinted at, but I didn't know it was concrete. Yep. Are you guys going to have it released with a remastered trilogy in September? The answer is probably not released, but probably pre-ordered by then. Keep up the stellar work, much appreciated, Adam. Matthew McGlory, can we expect the Spyro PVC this year or next year? This year, at least for pre-orders. Mike, Rachel, Collie, I just want to say thanks for putting up with my annoyingness and multiple questions regarding Crystal Dragon this week. I'm getting that day one, so I don't want to miss out any information. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. It's never annoying when you're just trying to find out some information on something like that. Brennan, is Guts completely final, or can the translucent faces be a bit more prominent on the base and the towering one? Maybe make them protrude out a bit more to make them stand, breaking up the smoothness of that purple piece. The answer is there is no changes going to be done on that. Scotty, Thomas, Collard, and also don't forget it's translucent, meaning it's actually quite hard to see the depth. Oh, okay.
That'd be good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Scotty, Thomas, Collard, if you release more Spyro figures, would you use the same old designs, or would you use... For some reason, it's not shaky, right? My eyes are going weird. If you release more Spyro figures, would you use the old designs, or would you use a reignited trilogy designs? The answer is I would have to think about it, but probably maybe... Well, I don't see why you couldn't have both in different lines. Edgar Ramirez. So Bowser and Shovel Knight are possibly being moved to Q4. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Did you see the announcement for the Killer Kill game? I did. Interesting. If you were to do a project for school that involved interviewing someone, could I schedule an interview with you guys? If I were to do a project... What would you... maybe. You've mentioned a life-size Metroid in the vault. Could we rally the fans to get it out? Good luck with that. That's not really a question about what the fans want. It's more about what we can deal with the big end. If my parents find out about me buying these beautiful statues, any chance you could say I've won 3 of them from giveaways? I need to work on whether or not we should make that an option. in terms of, and you guys pay for it. How many people? How about how many more POs can we expect this year? 8, at least. How many have you done so far this year?
Don't know.
So. About to do this one over here. Right, so we have done from the beginning. Ornstein. Does Solid Snake relaunch count?
I wouldn't say no.
No. Artorias SD, Alucard, Crash, Guts, Shiranui.
Why did you count it? I saw your finger like.
Did I?
2, yeah.
Thought I didn't.
That's 1.
Ornstein,
SD, RTSD,
RT, Alucard,
Crash,
Crash, Guts, Shiranui, Midna,
Solaire, SD, 8,
and about to do
9 with Crystal Dragon.
Yeah. Is it this half the year? Is the half year done? No, it's more than half. No, it's the half the year. So another 8. That seems lower than last year, doesn't it? Let's count
we did,
what we did.
We did fit in the partnership stuff, but that
We did fit. But if we look, count, what did we do last year, right? In order: Majora's Mask, Nightmare, Silver, Solaire, Fighter Kirby, Ami Bust, Lore, 25th, Crash PVC, Spyro, Mugen, Taki, Bowser, Aku Aku, Shovel Knight.
does Majora's Mask count?
Yeah, but we actually launched that last year.
Pre-orders, you're counting pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what do you want to? And we don't
No,
count
no.
various suits. So let's count that again. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15.
15. Oh, I thought it was more than that.
Well, you add the other stuff, right?
Yeah, no, we're not adding the other stuff. How many? I thought we were supposed to be doing like 20 or something like that last year.
Was it? I thought it was around about 17, 18. But if that's 15...
Hold on.
now?
This is missing Snake. We moved it across.
Okay.
Remember, that wasn't there. If you don't count it from there, then you can't count it from that. Do you know what I mean? It needs to go back into that.
So what then? That's 16.
That's 16.
Okay, that's 16.
And then we're on for 16
yeah,
now.
so it's 16 then...
So
and
we're
it's
on for
8.
16. Yeah, well, if we double
Half,
it,
yeah.
and we're half the year, it must be 16 as well. Alright. So, I thought we were trying to do more than that, like 20 a year. Some of that PVC, just chuck them in the middle. Alright. Is that it? Oh no, some more questions. Curtis Spence, Banjo's 20th anniversary is 20th of June. That's next Friday. Are we expecting to get? Are we getting pre-orders next week? We would always tell you a week in advance if that was going to happen. So the answer is, are we telling you this week? The answer is no, we're not. So it's not going to be next week. All right, guys. Arnold has something to say.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
And as long as your name is someone who's ordered Spyro resin, we have, not sure if Arno is kind of bigging up a little bit too much, saying it is a big surprise, but we have a little bit of an update for you guys that we just wanted to do. Let you guys know. I'm just going to dash the toilet. Call all the Spyro fans, because we're going to show you something that is specific
the toilet?
Do you need to go? So,
Yeah.
Adam needs to go to.
yeah.
Adam needs to go to the toilet.
Enjoy that. Well,
All right, guys, let's have some fun with Arno.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
So Arno wants to ask you a bunch of questions, so you gotta answer those immediately. Come on, guys.
Are you going to help me now or not?
Let's try and help Arno. What's on Arno's mind?
Are we going to be united or are we going to be divided?
Can you guys actually hear these soundboards? Georgia, no, Arno, that I am busy. Hey, Brennan.
Hello, cutie pie.
All right, Edgar. All right, guys. Yeah, so Arno was saying there's going to be some surprise for those guys that pre-ordered the Spyro the Dragon. So hopefully the guys that did pre-order Spyro the Dragon, I hope this will be something very, very good for you guys. Alright, so that's done. Georgia, ready to get some Spyro X? Good. I'm glad you're happy for that because it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Yes, Tan Junjiang, I hope your waitlist converts as well.
Let me talk to your mother.
Hey, Bastian Deckers.
Stop it! First, I would like to just get to know you. You lack discipline.
Stefan.
All right, is Arno done, or is he?
Yes, he goes.
Listen to me very carefully.
We're going to talk about something now, so make sure you listen to Arnold very, very carefully. If he cannot say what I'm about to say, then I'll say it instead of him. Is that okay? Unless there's a pre-recorded.
Do it now.
Okay. All right, then. I have the permission from Arnold to do it now. Just wanted to let you guys know, you guys obviously know that Spyro Resin is currently deep in production. The Eyes was pretty much the last thing that we wanted to get right, and now we're on the home stretch. We've been sitting on something for quite a while, and that we're really, really excited to show you. It's a token of appreciation, and this is the sort of things that can happen when we get unexpectedly bigger numbers than expected. We try to give back where we can, and one of the ways that we saw that we could do this, when we could see that Spyro did so well for us, I think it was 1.3 or something like that, right? Did so well for us, we were, you know, surprised by that, and we wanted to give back where we could. And you know, when we get the chance to do this, we will do just that, and we had the perfect way to do that. And what I wanted to say is, it's like no get on with it or anything like that.
What? What do you want to say?
No, I just want to make sure you just want to go do the thing just to see whether or not the things are coming in again.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Just wanted to show you guys we have updated. It's really, really, I'm looking at it and I really, really like it. And Chocks, we worked hard on this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sandy, she did a fantastic job on this. But guys, are you ready for this?
We had it, how would I put it? We had it, yeah, we'll show it first and then we'll explain.
It's so amazing though. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? It's so amazing, though. Are they allowed to see it? Can they handle it?
Yeah, they can handle it. They can handle it.
Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Oh, you've kept
So
it on. All right, here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, Let me just change this over to here on my low res OBS. Here we go, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Take a look at that. Updated gem box. What do you think about that updated gem box? Unbelievable. It's the packaging of the gem box that you could absolutely just put that on display next to your Spyro. I believe Chocks even has a Spyro. He's probably going to bring it over right now. Hopefully you guys like that. It's not resin. It's not. It's not resin at all. It is. It's just cardboard. But we managed to get it done, and we took ages to get that perfect shape. Such a long time to get that perfect shape.
I was trying to find the old box to compare.
The original box, yeah.
The original box.
Nah, yeah, I know what you mean. It
guys,
was just
guys, if you guys can remember, it's on the website. If you remember the original purple box that we did for Spyro,
it was lame-o.
I think we kind of knew what we wanted to do,
but we didn't know we could get it done in time.
We didn't
know if we could actually do it right.
That's right. And then after the pre-orders, we went straight back to the drawing board.
Yeah, and the reason, of course, because the numbers were higher than expected. If it was going to be low numbers, we wouldn't have been able to do something like this.
Right, because this is, again, if you previously purchased the, let's say, for example, the Crash Bandicoot PVC exclusive, the box, the actual outer box, the premium box that you get with the Crash Bandicoot and the Artorias SD, those boxes were handmade. And again, with this Spyro the Dragon gem box, it's the same thing, same principle as well. All these boxes are handmade. So yeah, the cutting, the papering, the card, etc., it's all been nicely done. And yeah, I mean, Alex, did you open it?
Have not yet.
You have not yet.
Beautiful. Honestly, guys, I'm so happy with what Sandy did. What an absolute great job. And there you go, guys. Now, of course, don't ignore the fact those gems aren't correct. But at least the way we had to have sponge on the top, right? The sponge on the top with this kind of sort of silky kind of black on there, and some sort of silky kind of black on there. And these are, you just take them out, accordingly. These are just some samples that we had around. And the great thing about these, of course, guys, is, and there's a yellow there, right? So obviously you have there. What you have is they're loose in there, but when you put them back in, there's some depth to the actual things when you're putting it inside. All right, there's some depth to it. And the fact is, we have this bit on the top, which, and no joke, guys, it's even got a magnet there. It's got a magnet. So if I turn it over, please don't fall open. It doesn't open. Look at that, guys. There's a magnet on it. And if you give it a shake, there's no movement. They're not falling around in there. And that's because of this part is pushing that down. Boom. Doesn't fall open. It's got a magnet in there. Handmade box. There's no way that you're going to get a machine to make that for you. So really hope that the Spyro fans like this update. And if you got the exclusive, you can see what that is. And Chocks, I just want to quickly bring over Sonic just to see the size comparison against. Sorry, Spyro. What the? Because someone was talking about the Chaos Emeralds and put me off. Yeah, James B said Chaos Emeralds. Hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, here you go. Obviously,
before guys get too excited, this is still the prototype. This is not the final product of Spyro the Dragon. This is the early prototypes, but just for scale comparison,
it's a lovely little scale to go in front of him. You can put that as part of your collection.
It's pretty much in scale with Spyro crashing into the gem boxes. I mean, the previous one, the flat purple
Turn that
one,
to the side. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, so you can sort of see. There you go. What's in there? Yeah. Get your scaly nose out of my business.
There you go, guys.
Hopefully you guys like that. good luck for those who are on the wait list. There are quite a lot of people on them. I actually think that people will not get converted depending on your region. It depends on how many cancellations since, but it's getting tight, guys, just to let you know. But yeah, as I said, because we had the numbers, and another example of that is when we had unexpected numbers was with Artorias. We included 3 swords instead of 2, and that was because, again, we wanted to give back on numbers that were higher than expected. So there you go, guys. Spyro fans, this will be part of your Spyro exclusive. Let us know in the comments, are you a Spyro exclusive pre-orderer? Do you have a day one? Whatever it is, this will be part of your package. Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. I'm glad you guys like it. We've been sitting on that for a long time. We knew the best time to show you guys was not just on some random Q&A, but just to tie it in with the next one.
And hopefully we can take some lovely photos and we'll take a photo after the stream, yeah, like a mobile photo, and post that in the club as well. So the guys that can't join us on the stream tonight, the guys that will check into the club later on.
Yeah, obviously it's like low resolution.
Yeah, low resolution. We take a nice little picture and post that into the club later on.
Absolutely. Alrighty, let us get on with the Crystal Dragon.
Yay!
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Crystal,
now, guys,
crystal.
I don't want to start off with a bad note, but I just need to let you guys know something. We really, this is probably my first time that I've made a product and expected it to be somewhere and then woefully got it wrong, guys. I just want to manage your expectations. This is expensive, and I need to explain to you why. I need to give you a little bit of heads up on why that is. So when we show you why, when we show you the footage of what it is, you know, when we show you the actual close-ups, you can have a better understanding of what you're looking at. I've never made, in my life, a polygonal piece before. And now that I know better, the answer is I probably wouldn't again. And the reason is this. The cost of this to us from the factory is so high that it's probably unlikely. I think 95, unless there is some differences, we 95% cannot offer this out at retail for regulars. Listen, let me explain why. The price is so high to us that we would make a loss on every single piece that we sell to a wholesaler because it's below the typical expectation that they get per margin is below the actual cost it is to us at the factory. Now, let me explain to you why. Polystone needs to be polished, and these have super sharp lines that when we're working on it, it needs to be polished in a way that you don't ever go over that. And it's so hard to do that you don't go over one of those polygon planes, because if you do that, all of a sudden it becomes curved. Now, polyresin is beautiful for that sort of organic shape or that sort of stuff. A little bit of polishing here, a little bit of polishing that, you won't notice. That's fine. The moment that it's polygonal, I had no idea. It's so hard to deal with. Now, what does that mean? What happens is when you do a resin mold and you open it up, there are some slight warps or anything like that, that you won't notice in organic shapes, okay? And that really means that you can use the mold a lot more times, 100 times, 150 times, before you have to make a new mold of silicone. What you do is you go back to the original tooling master, you then make another silicone mold, and then you continue to cast pieces. The factories are telling me that they can only make something like 10 pieces per mold before they have to redo it all again. And of course the silicone has to be reused, all that sort of stuff. Meaning it has a really short shelf life before we can cast and keep that kind of, that sort of sharpness to the molds. And it's really tough. And I said, if I'd known that, when we make things, Chocks, we always sort of think, you know, this is what we expect it to be at this approximate price. I've never been so wrong in my entire experience, and I've been doing this for many years, to be caught out so badly by this piece. And it's not just about the paint. Sorry, this is totally actually about the casting. The paint is also much more complicated than I thought it was going to be. We tried many times on making this. You would have seen what we did in the club. Hey guys, check it out. And we're like, it doesn't look good because it was all one type of green. It didn't really work. So I really want to be honest with you guys up front. This is expensive, unexpectedly so. And I can promise you, we are at the point where we've increased it at the point where we have to. And even to the point that we cannot actually, but we haven't. I can tell you, the unit cost to us is more than double than what Spyro was. And you know, I'm being absolutely transparent, more than double. But of course, we can't double the price to you guys, you know, from Spyro. And if something has to get squeezed, and that's going to be basically me. We cannot afford to sell it to retailers. Sorry to put a bit of a damper on it, but it's really, again, my fault. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have probably, you know, that's me not knowing about the material to the point where they can really, you know, these quotes that have come in have just been pretty mind-boggling. So let's get on with the show. First,
it's been a while. We went old school for a couple.
Shall we? No, I think we go through it and then show the hype. That's what we did. We kind of did that with that. We did, you know, and then we did for the DE because that was the first time to introduce the DE. Normally it's yeah. Let's just bring it over. I think we should just go like that.
One other thing I want to clarify,
especially this.
Crystal Dragon is not really made with crystal.
Right. Yeah.
As a lot of people were saying, why not make it? Why is it in crystal? I was like, hit us up, Shawatsky. Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, low poly in PVC would be easy peasy lemon squeezy because you don't have to worry about polishing and it comes out in that shape, no problem. The problem is in resin. Oh my god, it's almost it's incredibly difficult. All right.
Difficult and costly.
Yeah. All right, Chocks, let's do it.
Right. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, just start with that. No, just bring it all in. Forget about it. It's too, as in just, are you going to be turning it the way around?
Bring it in the right way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Check it out, guys. Beautiful. Do we have anything to put on? You right? That's it.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
Be careful.
Okay.
You move the mic out
Yeah.
of the way, yeah?
Yeah. So here we... Oh, if I bring this back a bit. It's better if we bring that back. Here is the Crystal Dragon in all its glory. Hopefully you guys like what you see. Let's talk a little bit about this. It is, first of all, one of the things we talked about is the scale of it, right? The scale of this is... how should I say? Much smaller in comparison to the Crystal Dragon size compared to Spyro in the game. But you guys know that. I ran a poll and you guys came back and we talked a little bit about that. And I can only say thank God we opted for the smaller one because I can't even begin to tell you how much more it would have been.
I wanted a bigger one.
Yeah, man, you can think about the pricing on that.
Yeah.
Now, for those that think that this is, and again, I'm not sure how this is looking on your screens. There are a ton of subtle green variations that are in here. Let's just talk a little bit about that, Chocks, because a lot of people have said, oh, it's just a green. It's not just a green. There is a perception between sculpting and, you know, so let's talk a little bit about what we talked about. We talk about things, Chocks, about what constitutes the price for production. The first one is, of course, the sculpt. The second is, of course, the material. The third, of course, is the paint hits. Now, somebody had said incorrectly, oh, it's one paint hit, it's just green, and therefore it should be cheap. And because understanding that paint is actually one of the highest things that comes to with regards to the... I've always said that paint is probably one of the most expensive things when it comes to the cost of a piece. Never have I been so wrong with this piece, and this is actually a lot of it's to do with just as much to do with the casting than it is to do with the painting. So this is my first experience where the casting has been so high as a factor of the price influence. It's because of to have these beautiful sharp sharp lines. Look at those lines that you're seeing there, guys. Those polygonal lines. I mean, just have a look at that. That, without warping and stuff like that, is super hard. There's going to be a lot of wastage for these, I believe. It's going to be really tough to make. No doubt in my mind, this is going to be a tough one. Now, when I now think about the future, about making these pieces and the influence of the costs, I can definitely have more of an idea. It's also to do with the amount of excuse me, the amount of material is what I used to really consider. So that's why I would say a 1/4 and 1/6 would be pretty similar, because the material is not the biggest factor when it comes to the paint. The paint is more of a factor.
Yeah.
But now it's not just the material, it's the material and the way that the material is being used, and how should I say it, the effort that goes into trying to get this shape and to try and keep those lines. This is super difficult, and I think this is going to be really tough on the factory, and it's going to involve a lot of hard work to get this done. And so that's one thing. Let's talk about the colors itself. It's not one green. There are different highlights of different shades of green. If you look, it's like a light green on the inner part of the webbing of the wing. I would call that the webbing. This is the bone of the wing, and that is a different color green. But inside that itself, the different planes, there, for example, is a really subtle light green going along this ridge over here, and there's shadowing going along this ridge over here, which is different to the underside, which is different here. So what I mean by that is there are tons of examples where we are having to take certain planes of the Crystal Dragon and literally mask it off. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's start. Let's see if we can pick this up. So if we look over here, for example, and take a look at, let's have a look at, kind of looking over here. Where's a really obvious example? This thing is full of so many subtle changes and subtle differences, maybe even from the front. For example, here. This side is different to this side, meaning you have to mask. So it's been spray painted a slightly lighter sort of green. That's different to the one over here. This is slightly lighter than this one over here, and you have to mask this area off perfectly in order to spray paint this area here to give it some subtle differences. Now, of course, it's not supposed to be completely different colors. It's supposed to be subtle changes. It's supposed to create this illusion of depth to it that you really couldn't get without masking them off really well. And it's really important, and it's full of it. For example, this area here has got that masking compared to this area over here. You might think they're natural shadows, but they're not. We've tried doing it one green, the one green, and it does not look like this. It looks absolutely boring as hell, and we went through so many different versions of that. The color gradient, can you see, like, for example, this area over here, this triangle is different to this triangle, and it has to be like that in order to create that surface, that illusion of differences. And we've got that going throughout all of this, and it's throughout the entirety of it. There are different areas that have slightly different coloring to really give this illusion of beautiful greens going throughout there. is that coming up? Can you see the gradient? Can you see that on there? Now, one of the things, of course, with this being the prototype that we want to work on, of course, is this wing itself is super heavy. And we need to work on a way to make sure that in production, it doesn't, for example, fall back on there.
Yeah.
And it might involve some sort of magnets or something like that.
Yep.
That's something, sort of things that we're working on. This has been really quite the challenge. No doubt in my mind, guys. Hopefully you guys are experienced enough to know what I'm talking about with the different planes. Throughout the entirety of it, it has all of that beautiful differences in the in the paintwork. This is not an easy paint job, not even in the slightest. So hopefully you guys can see that. Yes, the wings are detachable. There is no way to make that not detachable for the shipping methods. Now, if we sort of go back to having a look more about the top part, of course, you have the horns themselves. They are the horns themselves, of course, got that beautiful golden look to it. And the mane itself is a different color. So the cheekbone, the cheek or the hairs or whatever there, you can see the mane over here, and the green of the internal are 3 different colors there. It's a much lighter green. This is a more sort of darker green that all encompasses, puts it together, has a plethora of different greens to really dazzle the senses. And that's sort of what I wanted to say about that. There are, again, I can't begin to stress more that this is not an easy paint job. All right, I don't need to keep going on about that. Chocks, let's do that base. Or is there anything you want to add to it?
Yes.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, come on.
Your favourite bit. I thought that was going to be an Arnold bit.
Arnold. What is Arnold going to say now? I forget Arnold. Arnold's probably gone to bed right now. So, guys, so yeah, apart from the different shades of different colors on different sides or on all these polygonal shapes, one other thing I really want to highlight is, which is also kind of related to the paint app, because when I first unboxed this in the office and actually set this thing up, I could not stop touching this piece, because usually, you know, I do handle a lot of statues in the office, and all the time, majority of those are either a kind of a flat, smooth surface or a shiny surface. But shiny or matte, it's still smooth. All right, so you know for sure that it's a resin piece. But for this piece, actually handling this for the first time, I was like, hold on, is this actually resin? And I thought, is this actually made with a different material? You know, because the prototype, we were still experimenting with, like we always do, experiment with a lot of different materials, different mixed media. And I thought, hey, is this part, did they throw in some like sand in there? Because right now it feels really not as rough as sandpaper, but it has this rough surface where if you were to go outside now and just feel against a concrete wall or something like that, it actually feels like that. And after, you know, asking around how this was done, it was actually done by paint. So right now, this paint app here, apart from the different shades and the different lines and the clean lines, as Alex was explaining, from right at the tip to all the way to the bottom of the dragon, it feels that kind of a stone effect. And it feels really good, because guys, I know you guys are really sensitive with your statues. You don't want people touching it or anywhere near it. But for this one, I would really recommend at least give the guys a chance to actually touch this one, because this has a really good feel to it.
Also, the fact that they're polygonal as well, you want to touch those edges.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, just let them touch it once, and then that's it. But I know it's really hard to pick up on the camera. Hopefully, you guys can understand what I'm trying to explain during the documentary as well. But it's definitely, it has that really good feel texture to it. I mean, from here, from the screen, it looks like it's smooth. That's the good thing about the polygonal effect. It looks like it's smooth and flat, but when you get close to it, at different angles, you can see like the shadows and the lights bouncing off these edges. And to actually have that complement with that feeling as well, it actually feels complete. Yeah. All right.
Let's do that base. And as I said, what Chocks likes to do in his privacy of his own home is something else. All right, let's do that. This, of course, is the regular version. Let's talk about that base.
All right, guys, I want to bring in the base. Bring in the base.
Now, I just wanted to say one of the things that we talked about was about the factors of the factors of pricing. There are quite a lot of different factors of pricing that is involved with regards to the a piece. And the first one, of course, is before you can even start. Before you can even start, there is the idea of sculpting it. Now, the sculpt work on this is actually pretty difficult. You had to really look at a lot of grainy footage to figure out how this actually came together. That's one thing, but what was super easy was there was no concept. I didn't have to think, what's the pose? Forget about the sculpting. I didn't have to think about, none of us had to think about what is this supposed to look like. We knew from day one what it was going to look like or what it was supposed to look like. There was no idea of, I mean, one of the things that we've been working on this week, Chocks, is trying to, that super secret license that we've been trying to figure out what to do with it. We're finally getting somewhere. But that has been like 3 weeks we've been talking about that, if not longer. There was none of that for this. This was boom. This is what it looks like in the game. This is what it's going to look like. So that is obviously what we wanted to, to do.
Yep.
So, bearing that in mind, we knew what we had to do for the base as well. So, let's show it.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Chuck, you just want to move that slightly across? It's just come right out of the game. Right out of the game. Now, that is super wide. Look how wide that is. That is wide. Beautiful job by Chris to sit there and stare at the artwork and figure that out. And that is the pattern on the top. And beautiful. And let's just talk about that shading. Again, we're talking about areas that are masked off. This area here is like this area here is the top surface. And that's different. And here's a really good idea of how that shading works, right? Look at the shading between the darkness on this part and the lightness over here. It has to be masked off individually to get that effect. And you've got that beautiful kind of dotted effect going through there. You see that, guys? That beautiful grey going around the edges. That beautiful design on top. Really, really gradient all over. Those that think this is an easy paint job, hey, I agree. I thought it was going to be hella easy. As soon as we made it and all single color, we're like, oh damn, this looks shite.
Yeah.
We made it. It's like, yeah, it's going to be easy project. Oh man, we were wrong. We did. I mean, you guys, if you've been following this, you would have seen so many times in the club I posted something and I went through many different versions. We probably went through 4 different times, and I didn't even want to show you some of the crappy ones.
Yeah. Definitely.
And really excited to finally show you what this looks like and the effort that we went into doing that, and really wanted to show what that looks like. Really wanted to make it come out of the game. That was the goal, Chocks.
Yeah.
Of course, it was simple. Didn't have to do anything. Now, Chocks, because of the camera, I'm gonna hold this.
I'll hold on to this one. Yeah. Hey guys, so straight from the game, as you guys know, 80 dragons in the game. These are like save points in the game, and also the dragons that you rescue as Spyro runs up to the pedestal, and then rumble, 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 and then everything all crumbles, and then the dragon is released. So let me just hold it with one hand there, so you guys get a better shot. Make sure you get some screen
I
grabs.
don't think you need to hold on to it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I just want to hold it. Are you sure?
Yeah,
you can manage to wait.
Yeah, it's getting heavier, but okay, go on.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. So make sure you get some nice screen grabs for the club members in the club that can't join the stream.
It's come out really, really nice, guys.
Yeah.
Got some nice size for that. Whilst I'm here, Chocks, you just want to bring in, hold on, let me just try and turn this.
Bring what in?
Spyro, to compare the sizes.
You want me to bring Spyro in?
Yeah. Hopefully I don't take my own eye out. Don't want to be doing a boo-boo live on air. Let's get it turning towards Spyro.
And guys, make sure you check out the documentary, because in there will be a comparison between Spyro and Crystal Dragon in 4K, so you get a better...
Now if we make Spyro and of the exactly same height right there, you get a bit... Oh, bring that down a bit. Bring Spyro down because we're on the screen, yeah? So it's the same height as about there. You get a better idea of what they look like. They look really, really great next to each other, guys, honestly. So there we go. Beautiful. Really, really happy with what came. You know, the difficulty in making that, ultimately, we sort of rolled with the punches and ultimately we figured it out. It took us a long time. I got to say, I've never been so wrong in my life to go, okay, this is going to be a straightforward project, and then be so wrong. That is really, really my bad.
Well, there's always a first for everything.
That is right. Now, I just want to say something, guys. That was the regular version. I just want to say it's unlikely that this will be available third party. We're still looking into this, but it's very just to be warn you guys, it might not be able to be because of the pricing. Unless there's some sort of thing that we can do, I don't know, but it's you know,
we'll have another conversation.
Yeah, but this is the regular version. Now, what I wanted to show you guys is the exclusive, and we had a bit of fun with this one, didn't we, Chocks?
Hold on.
Yeah, no, later.
All right then.
Yeah. The exclusive.
Hold on. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Read it just no, like this. I'll tell you, Chocks, here.
This one?
Yeah, hold on. Let's go. Yeah, no, yeah. You go.
What?
So, can you see it? Yeah, someone's saying.
I can see it. Yeah,
so
but I don't know what you want to.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, there. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You go.
That's why. Yeah.
Okay, that's when we do it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then we go. Yeah, that's the way that's way to play it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, is Arnold okay with that? Let's not try and find out. The exclusive version comes with something that we had a bit of fun going with. If you guys have played the game, which I'm sure you have,
you guys
played the game, you will know, if you are lucky, you will, or when you release the dragons,
selfie. Are you taking a selfie? Looks like you're taking a selfie.
check it out, guys. When you release a dragon, you have a little counter that tells you how you're doing. And that is the inspiration behind the mini golden crystal dragon.
Mini golden. You're gonna like golden dragon.
Golden crystal dragon.
Yes. Collect 80 of them.
Look at that, guys.
So as you go, once you've rescued the dragon, you know, during the on the HUD screen, in the middle of the screen, you see that rotating dragon, and it tells you how many dragons you saved. Right? Come on, guys, you should know that.
Check it out, guys. It's basically mini one, and it's as always. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
What is you in that slogan all the time?
Have you ever heard that before?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but
Yeah.
he's so attached to it.
Well, because it's how often do I get to say it? But of course, everyone wants to know Chocks. How does he compare to mini Chocks? Has he been fixed yet?
No, he hasn't been fixed.
He looks like he needs.
He wants to ride that dragon.
Exactly. Don't release me or my son ever again. I like it.
Right.
I like it. So, there you go, guys. Now, we haven't 100% figured out the material of this just yet. It's in between PU or metal. We're still figuring that out, but at least you can have an idea of what it will come with, and a better idea of how that is as well.
Hey Edgar, the Crystal Dragon does not magnetically attach to the base. We want you guys, because that's not going to happen for this prototype. I mean, we made sure that we're going to make sure the base is fine, and then when you place the dragon, you can place that however you want. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? Yeah, and one more. Oh, sorry, at the top. I thought you were going to show me that.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so
that means I got to.
Well, you tell me. What do you think? And so yeah, again, this is the. So as I said, this is the comes with the exclusive. Hopefully you guys like what that is. So, you know, when you put them all together, and then you can sort of there you go, guys. That's how it sort of looks. Oops, like that. Cute. They look really cute next to each other. Hopefully you guys like that.
Oh, did they ask to put it together?
Oh no, I just did it. Because I didn't want to keep holding it. All right. There you go. Do that.
What would you do? What did you do?
Stuck him on the front.
Oh, it sits on the top?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool.
Well, it is a plane, isn't it? As
Yeah.
in, it is a plane. It's a flat plane right there. So yeah, you know, again, this is all about enhancing your collection. If you get the exclusive, it enhances your collection. Just like this box, if you decide to, you know, if you got the exclusive box, the exclusive Spyro, you can have that just to enhance your collection. I mean, it was really nice seeing the Majora's Mask go into collectors' hands, and then seeing what they put around it. If that makes sense, Chocks. You saw the Majora's Mask, of course, and then you see the game next to it, and Skull Kid, Mini Skull Kid, and all that sort of stuff next to it. It looks really, really great. So that's almost that idea with having this was the inspiration. Of course, it really makes sense. Did you like that idea, guys, to have that like that as part of the exclusive? So yeah, that's what we wanted to do. So we wanted to talk a little bit about something else. Chocks.
I'm just trying to follow the messages.
Right.
Talk about.
Does he fit on the back? Well, yeah, I guess technically he could probably fit on that.
Well, no.
No.
It's slanted.
Sliding
It's
down.
not going to fit on the
That's
back.
quite slanted. Well, you could probably put him in between the wings. What animals put things in between the, you know, on the back? Fits on the back.
But it's hiding.
Hiding
Hiding between the
Cute.
the wings. Oh, we've got 201. We just got 201.
Oh, boom. Do we?
Yeah, on your side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. There he is, hiding in there. That's cute.
That's 5 winners to be chosen next week for 500 reward points.
No, Curtis. Mini does not need to be masked, really, because that is much more... it's more like a... Oh. That's got something kind of a little bit of... It's a bit more subtle than that. It's got, you know, it's got some specific areas of that. We'll have to sort of see how that... Yeah, the answer is shouldn't be. I guess as much as if we made this smaller, we wouldn't have to worry about that so much, I would have thought. Well, clearly, based on that. All right, Chocks.
Really?
Okay, so let's do that. That little something. But hold on. All right, we got something else to show you guys. We just confirmed it. Let's do it, Chocks.
Oh, hold on. What about?
Yeah. And by the way, that's the and by the way.
And by the way, there's like
Yeah,
there's like
well,
a lot of by the way.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, then, isn't it?
Dude, I don't know what you want. And by the way, I don't know what you want, Alex.
The gift that keeps on giving. That's what I want.
And by the way, by popular demand.
There you go, Chocks.
By popular demand.
There you go. Now let me just show you guys what that looks like. There you go, guys. Can you see that coming through that? It's my my phone. It's just showing you guys the... Give it a bit of a turn, Chocks. Slight sort of, yeah, 3/4 view. You better sort of see how that comes through. It's coming through. This, of course, Chocks came up with a great name of it. It's called the...
Crystallized edition.
There you go, the crystallized edition. It has this beautiful frosted, semi-translucent look to it that really captures the light well. Beautiful going through that. You can sort of see how that goes. Oops, sorry. All right, Chocks, nice one. Now, this crystallized edition also comes with the, also of course comes with that effect of masking, but the problem is you can't do it too strong because then you would actually lose that kind of frosting to it. But if you look at them side by side, without stabbing yourselves in the eyes,
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna see it side by side. Like
yeah, you can again, of course, this really sort of
move yours across towards me.
like that.
Yeah. See, there's a difference.
There is definitely a difference, of course.
Yeah,
This one,
this day and night. Look at the neck area, guys.
yeah, of course. So you can sort of see this one, of course, has that glow, and this has nothing on that. That has that movement within there, and of course, you have the ability to shine a light on that in your setup as well, if that's something that you wanted to do to highlight your piece for that. So of course there will be this variant available. It is the, and of course even the horns themselves, all of that translucentness, you can sort of better see that. Hopefully like that. Now, we tried putting some lights inside it, but ultimately it didn't look very good. And the reason why it didn't look very good, Chocks, was that, what are the issues that we had? We had the issues where it would have, the problem is, you couldn't, if you couldn't get any lights up here in the wings, it's too thin, of course. And we really had this LED look to it, where it would be one single LED. It wouldn't really work too well. But we did make some sort of addition to that. Chocks, let's bring that in.
Oh, did you explain about it? The difficulty of having the LEDs in there?
Yeah, I just said that.
That was quick.
Well, I said we couldn't do it, so, but we did do something that we could. Yeah, of course we did. Yeah. Ultimately, it just didn't look good enough.
Guys, we tried and tried to have those LEDs all the way up to the top of the head, to the upper wings, but it just did not look right, especially in this resin. Oh, you've already started, yeah?
There you go.
There you go, guys. So that this LED base will be with the crystallized edition.
Yeah.
Alex is enjoying pressing that button.
Yeah, so I pushed it once, and now it's always on, right?
Right, okay. So there's two light up modes. One of them is always on, and if Alex pushes it again, it pulses at a pretty decent pace, just like in the game. It's really hard to catch this in this office.
Shall we quickly try it? What I'll tell you what, Chocks. Put it on me, like this, and then turn off the lights. And then
That's a bad idea.
what?
Oh, by the way, Alex.
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Or do you want to
That's
do?
cool. It's cool. A minute. Oh, this is.
Or do you want to do it like it's?
No. That's cool. It's cool. But what I'm saying is, just move this out of the way. And it's not an issue.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I know. We can explain later. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, innit? Help me out here, Chocks.
Sorry guys, we haven't thought about this. So yeah, we will try and show this LED base
Yeah, stick it on me
now.
now.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to stick this crystallized edition of
Yeah.
the Crystal Dragon.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go and turn off the lights then, Chocks.
I'm going to turn off the lights,
Appreciate it,
guys. All right.
yeah. Always make things so difficult, Chocks. I'm not sure how this is going to show up or not, guys. We'll see. Now, the lights themselves are... Sort of...
Can you do it? It is perfectly fine like that. Yeah, they can see it, yeah.
Now, it might be hard to see it. It does go through the actual... it does go through the body itself, but it doesn't go straight to the top, because, of course, that's really not... you know, obviously the light source is at the bottom, so obviously it's stronger at the feet, but it obviously, because it is translucent, it really does well to have that effect go through it. All right, and then Chocks, would you mind hitting that that button just to make it turn off and then solid again?
So right now it's off.
Yeah.
Guys, again, this is it will have a removable rechargeable battery,
Yeah.
LED indicator, USB as always. And this is always on mode, so it's permanently on. You can see the light bouncing off the tail and the feet, and the light does go through, but unfortunately not all the way to the top.
Yeah, as we said, yeah, it's just strong because the light source is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew, there are scratches on the base. We need to work on that. It's we didn't add some protective layer on it, so we were working on that and the whole way it slots in. And boom! All right, Chocks. That's it.
Yes, don't worry about the switch. Right now it's red, but we will make
Yeah.
sure that is corrected.
Yeah, turn off the screens for a sec. Well, we're gonna have a hype video that you will show a bit better because we will be showing that sort of how it looks with the lights off. All right, Chocks, you want to turn the lights back on? All right, back in it again. Then the crystallized version, like the X version, also comes with this mini-me. So this will also be coming with the crystallized version. And guys, by the way, the light up base that you see for the crystallized version will be coming with the exclusive. The crystallized version base will be coming with the exclusive as well. Of course, we didn't want to show you guys the button and show the reveal too early, so that's the reason why we didn't do that. So the crystallized base will be coming with the exclusive. Likewise, the crystallized version will be coming with Mini Dragon. Now,
And don't worry, guys, about if you're seeing the holes on the base or how it fits in the pegs, where does the light goes up.
that's the production issue. We need to figure that out.
Once we go through the production, we will keep you guys updated on how that works on the crystallized edition. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to clarify that, guys. As always, these are always a counter sample, so you will see basically pretty much 98% of what you see is what you get. The other tidiness, like the magnets sticking correctly and etc, etc, that will come in later on during the production phase.
Yeah.
Any questions?
The horns, there is no smooth transition. There is no smooth transition. Have a look carefully at the horns on this. This is to Matthew Jazlowski. So you can see here, there is a hard transition. Sorry. But of course, because it is translucent, it looks like the green, but only because you're seeing the green underneath. You can see it is a hard change there.
Yeah.
Just for your reference. Okay.
Kevin, this is the crystallized edition. All right, so what you saw before,
Move that across there, Chocks.
what you saw before was the regular edition, and what Axe was saying, did we talk about the exclusive? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the exclusive one would be the same as the regular edition with the LED light up base, as well as the mini golden dragon. All right, so the mini golden dragon is included with the exclusive as well as the crystallized edition.
And just to let you guys know, both versions of the exclusive and the crystallized version, boom, glow in the dark. And that is a wrap.
Obviously, guys, when we say glow in the dark, make sure you check out that hype video. That glow in the dark shows up much better on that video. We can't do it in this room because of camera issues, and we don't have enough direct light shown on these statues long enough to give off this bright glow. So make sure you check out the hype video soon, and yeah, all that information will be highlighted. There will be a breakdown for what's in the regular, what's in the exclusive, and what's in the crystallized edition as well.
Kelly wants to know what the painted edition looks like. Are you really going to make... All right, I'll do it. Just for you, Kelly. Because you're from... Not Wolverhampton. In between Liverpool and Manchester. Did you actually say... Where did she say she was?
I remember.
Warrington.
Oh, no, it wasn't Warrington.
Did she say Warrington?
It wasn't Warrington. Was it Warrington?
Yeah, I think it was Warrington.
Was you sure it's Warrington?
Yeah. Because she's from Warrington, she's part of the Warrington posse. The Warrington Massive. She wants to see the exclusive version on the X base.
Really?
Yeah. Exactly. You're gonna have like move it all around. Just for you, part of the Warrington Massive. Alright, let's do it. You pick that up and move that across.
Alright.
And I'll stick this and move it onto here. Thank you. And then I'll just take this, give that to you, move this across. Put that underneath.
Whoa, steady.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, and then lift this one up.
Ooh.
I see that. Move this over here, sort of holding that like that, and
yeah.
boom. There you go, guys. And of course, there you go. You're very welcome, Kelly. Very welcome. All right, let's move that back over there. Got that.
Any more? Did you show the posting?
I did. All right. All right. So, guys, what we're gonna do, Chocks. I think what we're gonna do is take these off the table so we can then go through the hype video and then talk about shipping and the pricing.
Yeah.
Oh, and did we mention? Oh, we'll talk about that later. About the.
It'd be nice to let me know in
Yeah,
advance,
no, I know. Oh, do you want to put that underneath first? I'll let you take the hard bit. Bottom bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. I'll stick that over here. That's fine. Yeah. Alrighty, guys, we have a little video for you to see to better understand what is up, and we will see you. It's about a couple of minutes, I would actually say.
About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes. We will see you on the other side. Boom! Crystallized combo edition. Exclusive combo edition. Now you guys might be thinking, why did we go combo between the two of them? And we actually truly believe that there are so many of the
Hold on. I'm still in awe with that glow in the dark.
Oh, okay,
guys,
sorry.
seriously, guys, did you see that glow in the dark?
That's right, yeah.
That glow in the dark is on the exclusive edition as well as on the crystallized edition.
Oh yeah. That
Make sure you take that dragon out of the house on a sunny day, a very hot sunny day, not too hot. You don't want your resin melting. Give that a nice charge, and then sleep with it at night. Boom, bright green.
And the combo edition, we actually went for double X and double Christ, and we didn't combine them. And the reason is a couple of things. First of all, we think they look amazing as a pair in between a bunch of books. Not quite, you're not obviously leaning them against bookends, but you know, they look amazing, I think, as pairs. And of course in the game
it made sense to have them as their own style.
Exactly.
Because like, hey, there's 80 of them, right?
Right. So of course if you wanted to, you could just
That
simply
means
buy 40 combo packs.
Yes, that's right. 40 combo packs of either of them. And look at all that. You get like 4 dragons. You get what 160 dragons automatically, right?
You know, for sure. So definitely
160 dragons, all right. because you include the mini dragons. That's you get 4 dragons in a combo pack. So that's 160. That's it. Completed. Game done. So yeah, guys. I mean, glow in the dark. It looks amazing. Obviously, a combo for either style, the translucent one and the more solid color one. And as always, these combos will have a nice little discounted price to it.
Don't worry, Matthew. The glow in the dark is not a separate version. That would be cool.
It's not a separate version. We ain't got time to make another version, all right? So the Matthew, the glow in the dark is on the exclusive Crystal Dragon and also on the crystallized edition. All right?
Boom.
Hope that clears everything out.
Now, let's quickly go through this. I want to talk about what... This is the first time for us to do a combo of 2 the same. And I need to explain what that means. If I order... I'm number 10, and I order the combo crystal, and Chocks orders the combo X, we had to think of 2 things. The first one is we had to make sure that the next in the line, please God there is one, is clean. And what I mean by that is there are only the person who has the rights to that number still is the only person who has the rights to the next in that line. Now, there is going to be, let's say I have double, doesn't matter what, double crystal or double X. I will have 2 boxes. One on the boxes, on a sticker, will say 1 of 2. And the other one will say 2 of 2. It will have 2 authenticity cards which will have the same code. The same code for both of those. Now, of course, if you authenticate that one, you'd only need the code for one. Now, that means that let's say the next in the line doesn't have a variant like that. It means you're clean going into that. You will be the only person who has number 10 to buy for that next range. So it's going to be slightly different. We've never done this before, where there's a sticker on the box that says one of 2 and 2 of 2. 2 exactly the same authenticity cards. Now, of course, if you, just an example, we talked about this, if you decided to sell one of those onwards and you had authenticated it, well, that means that the other person cannot authenticate that number. They have no rights to that number. But of course, if you give that out, if you send that out and they authenticate it, then they have the right to that number. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Exactly the same number on the bottom of the base and exactly the same authenticity card and code. The only difference, of course, will be one of 2 and 2 of 2. Just to be clear what that means. So there is no combo of both of them together. We honestly think about it, guys. You don't think you want that. Don't think you want that. But the regular does not glow in the dark. You're absolutely right, Andrew. Correct. So I asked to estimate completion. We talked about this back and forth quite a lot, and yeah, I mean, I really think that they look great as pairs, but you know, convince me if it's otherwise. But we can discuss that later, I would say. Who would want one of each? I want combo of one of each. You said you can't paint exactly solid. There is, Erin, there is some, you know, you have to look at the video for a little bit better idea. And look at the pictures. You know, all you've seen is sort of slow resolution camera images. Sorry, from the video, and you've seen low resolution video. Have a look at the pictures. It's a little bit clearer in that regard. But so let's talk about the price, guys. I really apologize. This is unanticipated. I really apologize about this. We're just going to hit it with you guys. We're going to go through it quickly because quite frankly, as I said, what I expected making this project versus where we're at now, it's a different scenario than expected. $474.99 regular, exclusive, crystallized. $474.99 for each version. The combo is at $899.99. $474.99 for the regular, $479.99 for the X, $479.99 for the crystallized, $899 for X combo, $899 for crystal combo. So again, guys, I really wished that we could have done, and that's already look, again, I'm sorry, that's where we're at on that. It was my inexperience to not realize that this project in the beginning was going to have such a factor of those shapes. And I can say that we're offering 12-month plans on that, so 475 divide. There is of course a 10% deposit, Chocks, so that's what, $48 or $47 divided by 12 means monthly payments of $35 for that. $35 for one of those 3 versions. The one of each combo, please. Okay, I mean, look, if you guys want that, we don't have any imagery for that prepared. We don't have any imagery of that prepared. Is that really something that you want it to be?
We'll make a poll, and we'll work it out over the weekend. Guys, give us some time to digest some of the data and all that information. We'll make a poll in the club, and then we'll see if there will be a combo of one of each, and we have to look into that over the weekend, right?
We do.
Yeah, because we've got a lot of things to.
It's possible to do it if you guys really want it, and you say that you really want it. What I would say is we don't have the imagery right now. We could simply go one image of both of them just for a placeholder. Later on, we could do that, and I can ask the IT team to do that if that's something you really, really want. You know, we're happy to listen to what you guys have got to say about that. I'm quite surprised, but, you know, cool. We're happy to listen to that. So, again, if you went for the combo, whatever variant of all, you know, if it's a mix or whatever it is, it will be the same. That's a $90 deposit divided by 12. It's a monthly of $67 for the combo. It really pains me that we couldn't get it where I wanted it to be at when we originally envisaged it. We do apologize about that. And so that's where we're at. $474.99 for the Reg X crystallized, which of course the exclusive, the regular, you know, comes with the dragon itself.
Scotty, the regular does come with a base. The regular
comes with a base.
Every single version here comes with a base. The regular comes with a standard base with no LEDs. Okay.
And the actual piece itself, no transparency. The exclusive comes with what Chock was just said, the figure itself, you know, the dragon itself with the base that lights up in 2 modes, always on and pulsing, plus this bad boy, the exclusive mini dragon.
And glow in the dark.
And glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the crystallized version, same, except for, it, you know, comes with this glow in the dark and translucent resin and that exclusive base as well. Glow in the dark, bada bing, bada boom. That is the crystallized version. So that is where we are at. We are, of course, going to open up reservation right now. If you want to wait for let us digest things, but you know, if you guys really, really do want to have a combo of both, we can talk about that. And maybe what we would definitely do is have that up before validation Tuesdays, if that makes sense. And this line is starting after Spyro. So you're absolutely right, Randy. Those that have the... Now, I just want to be clear about something. Spyro is like 1,300. If you were the person to get 1,300 and we don't get to 1,300 on the Spyro on the Crystal Dragon, you get slotted to the next available lowest number, just for your reference on that. So again, guys, the price is the price. I'm sorry about that. That's where we're at. And is there anything to add before? Oh, the giveaway, Chocks. Over to you. We're done. Oh no, shipping cost, Chocks. Let's do that. Do we have that?
Hey guys, Howard V. The material of the mini dragon is still to be determined. We're still juggling between a couple of different materials for that mini dragon. So once we have more information, we will update the website and in the club.
Yeah.
As for the shipping, hold on. That was kind of just updated today. We've got the latest shipping quotes on that. So the shipping cost, well, basically there will be two different pricing, because you get the regular, exclusive and crystallized will be one shipping price, and then the other combo packs, because there's two of them, will be in a different shipping price. Basically all you have to do is just multiply by 2. Oops. Alright, so for the single ones, the single packs, the regular, the exclusive and the crystallized editions, Zone 1 US are 55. Same with Zone 2, which is EU, that's 55 USD. Australia, that's 125. Canada, that's 55. Zone 3, 4 and 5, which is Costa Rica, Colombia, Falklands.
LATAM.
Yep. That's at 135 USD.
Regular base option as the X. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, that's where we're at for that. Of course, you double it up if it's the combo.
That's right.
Chocks, before we sign off, you want to go through the
Yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, so obviously after the stream, the reservation weekend will start, so take the time to enjoy the documentary, rewatch the hype video.
There you go, Nick.
Go through some of the comments, have a chat with the other members in the club and see how it goes. You know, let the Spiral fans know what's going on tonight, and then shortly after this we will start the reservation period and also post a couple of posts on the main page. There will be a statue giveaway as always with every single launch.
EU 55.
There will be a exclusive statue up for giveaway during the launch, and that will start once the reservation period begins. And all you have to do is just click on one simple URL that will take you to a form, fill in your name, email address, boom, that's it, straightforward. And yeah, so that's what's up. Any questions, do ask in the club. We will be there to help out. There will also be an FAQ posted in the club and on the blog as well, which explains everything about how to pre-order if you're a first timer, and how to validate if you coming back on Tuesday to validate, because that coming back on day 1 on Tuesday will earn you a day 1 edition, which is extra reward points, a holographic sticker, as well as a signature card. Alright guys, so make sure you check out those posts.
And then giveaway.
I've already said it.
Oh, right. We're done then.
Yeah.
Making of documentary coming up. How long was it?
About an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
An hour and 10 minutes. Of course, we'll put the hype video up as well. That's it. All right, guys. I appreciate your time. Appreciate the fact that you've been hanging out with us. Really appreciate that you can understand, or hopefully you understand, the position we were put in and with the pricing. And yeah, that's, I guess, where we're at. We'll be back at it again on Tuesday for the validation stream. Fingers crossed that goes smoothly.
Yes.
There will be a feeding frenzy in about 15 minutes after the stream closes. That will be all about 4 minutes for some reward points. Then we will, of course, be opening up reservation. Whether or not we actually quickly do a combo version, if we're going to do a combo version of both, we will open it up and do it over the weekend, possibly with no imagery, and then maybe update it later on with imagery. If we're going to do it, we definitely have it before validation time, just for your reference. So yeah, that's where we are with regards to that. If we do a combo, just to be confirmed, there wouldn't be 1 of 2, 2 of 2. It wouldn't need to have that, just for your reference. For combo combined, a different version combo.
We need to digest the information first.
Uncle Scouts, where's my points?
We need to digest it first and work things out. Make sure it doesn't affect the numbering system and all that stuff.
Nana say no reg base with X. Okay, guys. So, Chocks, any last minute, what are they, announcements or closing things that you normally do?
That's it. Mainly Crystal Dragon today.
Yep. All right, guys. So, thank you again for your support. It is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 75. It has been, of course, the 22nd of June, 2018. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great morning, America. Have a great afternoon. EU, have a very good evening. Well, it's quite late for you guys. In Asia, we should be sleeping, and you should be sleeping. Absolutely. Australasia, that is another one wrapped up. Thanks very much for support, Chocks. All right, that's done. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chockles.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.